Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know what going.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located there at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on. So, how you like the Migos album? Because I haven't liked any of the songs to them as yet, but it's a really good album.
Yeah, the Drake one I liked, and the rest was a vibe. It was like, I listened to the first one, and I was like, all right. I already know this bad because I listened to it before. And when the next one came, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I have to like some stuff because, somebody needs to go into my shit. And then that one just fit perfectly. And then the rest, I just went into this like zone out mode while listening to see if I actually like it or like what I like and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a vibe, go all the way to the point where it was done. I don't think I lost interest. I think I was just I matured in the state of being lit, So it was downhill from there. Not downhill in terms of album went downhill, but like I peaked and then I was just chilling. So I kind of faded out of the whole album. Not even realizing like when when Spotify start to play the next like other related songs and stuff. But I listened to it twice, like last night and today on another work.
Nah, I listened to it I listened to it today for sure. When I went to go pick up my patties, them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went for a walk, just thinking, clear my mind. I was just like, yo, this album really just smooth.
Yeah, you bad boy. Like I got all Migos back.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it. Like the Migos from like 2013. That Migos a check.
So guys, if we sound sluggish, is one, I fell asleep, and two, everybody's kind of tired, sounding like. And if
you can tell,
and if it sounds kind of scanty, like, oh man, it just feels like, I don't know, something missing. It's because something is missing. John had a really busy day, so he's actually just like running behind time. But he will be here later in this recording. But the tricky thing is, everyone has to also leave early.
Yeah, we me and John got like tag in, tag out type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim will get a tag team today.
Damn.
Pause.
Yeah.
That pause came way too delayed.
Way
right.
too late. Yeah, you
boss.
see, guys, we're not edge. We're not point today. But anyways,
we just cool, bro. It's the end of the week. It's like, it's one of those ones,
Yeah.
Like I don't care to go out. I don't care to like party. I would just like to sit outside on a nice cool night with maybe like a fire. Not for the heat, just for the aesthetic,
Yeah.
And just cool out outside. That's all I feel for right now. On a beach.
Bro, you see what? So you have to go back home.
Yeah, Jack.
I could have been sleeping on the beach right now, just in the open air.
I just feel like not being in my house right now, and I just go to a beach.
You know what else I could buy? I could buy some of those little nets. They could just toss over like a couch. And if you ever seen anybody like, no, not hammock. It's like, it's a net that you just put over your chair like when you're lying outside to protect from mosquitoes.
Yeah. Okay.
Buy at least 4 of them, toss in my car. We go beach.
Oh, mosquito net. Yo, just make sure I hang them up in a manganine tree. Manganine tree. That's it. Isn't that the tree you almost ate, or you did? Or
bro. On numerous occasions, one to prove myself to somebody that actually edible. And okay, so my parents are always like, oh yeah, when you go to the beach, don't try to stay under these manganine tree, right? Because the sun will like, for some reason, do something to the leaves, and then the leaves will affect your skin. I don't even know how that shit works. They're just like, don't be chilling under these trees when you come to the beach, right? And I was like, all right, cool. So we never really did. But then sometimes I'm just like, bro, there's literally a bunch of manganine tree on the beach. Like, why do you mean don't go under the tree? So if you go on, you have to have a tent or an umbrella or something up over your head because the sun gonna shine on the leaves and then the leaves are gonna damage your skin. And in my head, I'm just like, that don't make sense. Turns out because it secretes like a milk when you cut its skin or bark or whatever you call it.
No, tree skin.
Tree skin. The tree surface and the milk blisters up your skin, right? Even the leaves. Like if you cut it, it'll blister up your skin. So one time I picked it up and I was like, oh man, it's so cool. And I was about to bite it, thinking it was a big dumb. And my dad's like, no. Right?
Put it down.
Put it down. No, it was poisonous. I was like, oh, he's like, anything with milk is poisonous. I was like, okay, let's bring this back. Anything with milk is poisonous. The cows, no, that's different. I was like, all right, so let's that. Because we have a hedge in our yard that, like, when you pull a leaf, it come out like, white milk coming out. And then hibiscus trees also have like white milk coming out. So that's why I know shit was poisonous back in the day. Because my dad's like, if it has milk, it's poisonous.
Wow.
I wonder if y'all dads, like girls, how come your dad never told y'all that? Whoever come out white is dangerous. He was talking about dicks. Anyways, back to my story. Yeah. So that saved me from really eating it. So I thought. Because one time I went to Half Moon Bay? No, I went to Long Bay and I was trying to fool somebody that this tree isn't poisonous, right? So in order for me to prove that it wasn't poisonous, I had to do a taste test. I was committed to the lie, guys, right? So in my head, I thought, if you don't take a lot, it's not gonna affect you that much. And if I go and drink a mouthful of salt water, I'm probably good, right? So I pull the leaf off the tree. Like, guys, look. If we're not supposed to be under the tree, that don't even make sense. Because look at a lot of people on the street. They don't know, blah, 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 blah. Right? I'm like, it's not poisonous, guys. These are actually fruits. You can put the leaves in your mouth and everything. It's not. Your parents tell you it's a lie, right? And they're like, whatever. I'm like, look, if it was poisonous, would I do this? Right? Instead of putting it in my mouth, the side of my mouth where the juices are for the tree start blistering up my mouth, and I felt it instantly. I was like, yeah. So I spit it out and was like, yeah, it's not poisonous, dog. It just tastes bitter. And I go about my business, and I feel terrible. I was just like, oh my goodness, I am dying, right? But nobody know that this thing is blistering up my mouth, right? So my tongue and just the corner of my mouth where I put it in start blistering up and start feel like literally it's getting
on fire.
Yeah. And then he started drying up and cracking up and stuff. That's what it felt like, right? So I went in the water drinking, I kind of started spitting, and I'm like, look, water's coming out of my eye. We'll have to play the part because I just tell these people this thing is not, poisonous, right? Just to see somebody was gonna try. And this is me. Why go through this length, huh? Why? And I kind of reevaluate myself that day. I'm just like, you don't need to go to these extremes. If you couldn't convince them, call it quits. Yeah, but that's my story about them shits. But now I'm at the beach. I still stay under them. I'm just mindful that, yeah, if one of them, somehow a bird was in the tree playing around and some of the milk drop on my hand, I will get blisters on my hand.
Yeah, they only had to tell me once and I never questioned it. Like, yeah, this tree poisonous. All right. Like for me, there's no benefit of knowing if it's not poisonous. Like whether it's poisonous or not, me sticking to the fact that this poisonous doesn't affect my life in any way. Because to be honest, they're not even like cute trees. Like they don't give the best shade. It's like it's just a tree.
Yeah, they don't. The bark kind of the branches.
You check and the leaves. Yeah, so they didn't have a lot going for them in the first place. So the fact that they are poisonous, it's just inconvenient at this point that this tree is placed here. In my opinion, that's what I feel about them. I'm like, they should put this tree somewhere else.
Yeah. That's what I feel about why is it? Honestly, why is it numerous at the beach?
And I'm just cool like spots, in desirable spots.
Yes.
They're just there.
And I'm just like, what the purpose here? Because the fruits clearly can't eat.
In my head, I'm like, and say, hey, guess where you can't sit?
Yeah, there's bad man and take up the beach. Hey, mine. Hey, no, mine. Don't come here.
Check. I don't know about maybe June be sitting on me.
Maybe.
I don't. Conspiracy theory.
Hmm. Nah, but I'm like, can the fruits be actually cooked? Because like, don't get me wrong, humans have just found a way to like cook shit that's poisonous. They just find a way. Cause like if you think about it, Jamaican dish, ackee, isn't ackee like poisonous?
If it's green.
Right?
Basically, if it's
See?
unripe, if it's
So
unripe,
who figured that out?
it's,
Come,
I
I
don't.
go cook up the ackee. And the man go in the fucking and start cook some green. Ah, dead. Who cooked this here? Who cooked
Hell,
the man?
alright.
The man used the green one. Somebody grandmother just like what? Look, you never see me in the kitchen.
Yeah,
And
like,
then
like, how did we get to this point? Like, how this food?
check and like we call it cashew nuts. If you don't wash them properly, those could be poisonous, like literally kill you, like cyanide style. I was like, bro, who's this guy? I was just like, oh man, let me try roasting this thing properly, get the right, the right time, and just like see if it's edible. Like, was he trying it on like animals? Just like, ooh, come here,
Just you
mice.
just mm,
And you just like frying them. I was like, oop, this don't work. Bacon, oop, this don't work. I don't know, passion, this don't work. And he's doing it at different stage. He's just like, this is edible or not. Because I feel like, okay, maybe there was a guy trying to do everything. So he's just like, let me fry this food, bake this food, do this to it at different stages of time to deem it like to deem it edible.
he
You know
had
what I
to do
mean?
multiple tests
Yeah,
that had to
multiple tests.
succeed.
He's like, all right, cleared at least 5 or 6 edible.
Like, but for real, I really want like, this is why. Like when I think about like the fact that people know things and like this knowledge originated somewhere where somebody had to discover it.
Mhm.
It's easy for me to believe that aliens came out and told us because I don't see how you just chilling one day and just have this issue and came up with that as a solution.
Because like I don't
you
want
know?
to just put it to chance and coincidence or trial and error. Because like if it's trial
Hmm.
and error, I feel like a lot of people had to die just to figure out.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know how many people will in.
Yeah.
How I mean, how important would it actually be to progress as a society? Do we really need to move forward? Yes.
Just imagine you're a guy who's like, I just feel like some kind of magician in the kitchen. And you just start whipping up all kind. Everything is here around you say, I'm a cook, and make a nice spread. And 10 people out of 100 die. You're like, okay, everybody didn't eat the same thing. So what killed
Yeah.
the 10? Now I have
That
to
narrow
like
that shit
I have
down.
to
Cook
narrow
it
it
again.
down. So I have to cook everything over, narrow it down.
Because
Was it
last
the
that weekend
potatoes?
you weren't taking there was no record to see who ordered what. You
Yeah.
just know let me eat food. Something that the medium
So
prick
you have to
them up.
figure out what was it? The potatoes, the mangoes,
You have to come see me again.
this thing that they claiming called poison ivy. Like, what was it? Which one? Man had to
Poison
go
ivy
through
salad.
everything. And actually, I think I hear poison ivy, like the leaves could be used for like tea. And I'm just like, I don't know. Because
I'm
like I
not
know
familiar with the bush. We
poison
never came
ivy,
in contact.
poison ivy just scratches skin. Like just just like skin until but just like it's not more of a bump, it's more of a
Sure, because that's not how that should look on TV.
yeah, it's more like a rash, not a bump. Mhm.
Oh, so like a discoloration,
Yeah.
peeling, stripping type of rash or
Yeah. So it's like how you look like a little allergic reaction patch that like after a while I feel like, oh shit, you just got burn in your hand. It's like, no, that's ivy.
mm.
And you blister up real bad and
you
then
you 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 sound like you've experienced
yeah,
something along those
country we
lines.
live now.
Oh, they have resin Antigua?
Yeah,
They have poison ivy in Antigua?
they have poison ivy, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What joke stop. Never know that.
Yeah.
Never know that. Seeing.
Then again, if anybody wants to prove me wrong, step to me because I will fight you.
Or just go home, go find out.
But yeah, yeah, Jack, I would say, all right, shut up. I'll go home, go through all the bush and be like, all
All
right,
the
so
bush.
this is what I call poison ivy, and I'll beat you across your back. How that feel? Talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, so this week I sent everyone a bunch of voice notes actually. I should start like incorporating them. Like random voice notes from Timon. Yay.
mm, mm, mm. I was like,
Bro, what are you doing the Mario tune just now? Because that
I
was going through my
really,
head.
you realize that I kind of did
Mhm,
start. So,
mhm,
yep,
mhm.
I stopped myself.
Dun, 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 dun. I was like,
Oh,
wait,
uh,
reach.
uh,
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was going there. But I was
yep.
just like, let me cut it quick before this is like, I don't know, a thing.
You check, and I thought I'm like, no, this is not gonna be.
Yeah, so I asked like, what if humans were like dolphins, right? And the reason why I came across my mind, because I'm just like, man, out of these mammals out here, humans really be like sleeping. Like we need 8 hours to recover our body to just like do its thing without, being interrupted.
Mm.
And I'm just like, any other animal or mammal does that? I'm like, yeah, dogs and stuff be sleeping and dreaming. Like, do other animals dream and sleep? And I was thinking about mammals in the water and how they probably do it because they need air to live. So I'm assuming whales and dolphins and stuff be sleeping close to the surface, just having their hole out of out of the water while they
Yeah.
float. Yeah.
Wow,
But
I've never thought about that.
yeah,
Remember?
but dolphins. What dolphins do is they use their brain in succession. So it's like they run their one side of their brain for 4 hours and then the other side for the other four. So they're always in like this half mode. Like they're never giving you all their attention, I'm assuming, unless it's danger.
Yo, so saying if they had 100% on, them boys a walk.
But yeah, I think they
Them
come
boys
out
a
the
step out the
water.
water. Them boys a go about their business. Them man a go tongue.
So yeah, that man's always dreary. So in my head, I'm just like, because I know the human brains work different, right? Like, I guess we could work on low power because a lot of people who have strokes and they only use half of their body, they still survive. But like, either they short term or long term is affected, right? Because different sides of the brain do different things.
Mm.
So I'm saying, if a human operated like a dolphin, do we have to sleep? Because
Mm,
we could just rest half our brain for 8 hours and go throughout the day working on maybe our short-term memories. So everything we're doing has to be in the now because we're not gonna remember it. So it's like short tasks, you know? And then later on in the afternoon, we just, put that side to sleep and then use our long-term memory where we do longer work, like I don't know, coding or something else. So we just keep operating and our bodies keep like getting rest in a sense. Because I guess nobody gonna work themselves 24/7. I guess dumb people would. But at least you could function without getting as tired as you think. But then it had me also thinking, like, when do dolphins really use like both sides? Because if I use one side and it's like, all right, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and this brain up, this side of my brain is ready and active. By 12 o'clock, when I'm ready to put this one to sleep and wake it up, I think the one on the left is gonna be like tired. And the one on the right gonna be like, all right, it's my turn, I have energy. So they're never gonna be on the same playing field at the given time. So if I need both my brain, I feel like it gonna be like a lag. You know what I mean?
mm.
Because one tired and one energetic. It's gonna always be that.
I feel like for them,
Mm.
they have two modes. They have good and evil. And I feel like when they use their full brain, they're evil. And I say that because around humans and stuff, you never see dolphins and orcas really being aggressive most of the time towards humans. Like I don't think no one's ever died from an orca eating them or nothing, right? And
Mm.
an orca is just a big dolphin, right? Like think they're like it's a big dolphin, right?
Mm.
Um, so all them smart the same, they have intelligence and all that stuff. And I'm like, bro, if the only time they really be aggressive and like in murder mode is when they hunted and stuff, and that's when they would need to be at their full potential, thinking, physically, everything needs to check all the boxes for when they're on their hunt. So I'm thinking that's when they're using their full 100%. And that's evil. And they're good when they're whatever, that's 50%, and that's usually when we come in contact with them. They see us as like a no threat and no food, so they're just chilling. But they have
There's
the
like
ability to switch off.
they drop their guards like, these people not threatening.
Yeah,
Let's just,
yes.
put our brain in like low powered mode.
No problem. We just chill, we're dunce. We're just cooling out on the
Just having
beach
fun,
today.
just
Like,
vibing, getting high
we
off
take
these puffer fish.
splash up this money to them. We take the free phone. It is on some mischievous. I'm gonna rape this somebody because I did that.
Yeah, apparently, dog. If you
Right,
all didn't
Dolphins
know
out here just
this,
tapping
dolphins
people.
are actually fucked.
It's a rape, man.
Dolphins rape human beings in the water now and then. Bro, I have mere questions for these dolphins.
Check. I'm like, so what was it like?
So you're swimming in the water, it's like, ooh, my son are picking up some wet. Okay. All right. And then he kind of pull up under his sonar. I'm like, all right, what is it, like 5 inches deep? I think my thing can get in. Right. And the boy is like using his sonar to paint a vivid image and he nudging on you, like, all right, now I'm this close using my sonar point blank
Check.
range. I can see the layers protecting that, a gem. And the boy said, all right, I could just push it against the water and slip through that.
Slide
Like,
that
they doing some shit. You see, like how snakes up, like pythons and stuff, like when people die from pythons, they're like, how this happened? The python been setting you up for years. The python is there eating and saying, all right, I can't eat it because I'm just 5 years old, still too small. Give me a few months, maybe a year. Let me bulk up.
Bad boy.
Yeah, let me bulk up. And the boy bulk up, get bigger, longer. He's just slithering around. You're like, ooh, I can't wait till my birthday next month because I'm gonna be big enough to swallow you whole.
Check.
That's all they doing. And when the man think I'm big enough, that's when they attack you. Because they can overpower and they can swallow you whole.
Man say, all right, time's up.
Yeah, what if that's what dolphins doing? They just like in the water be like, man, I just took a hit of that puffer fish and I'm feeling horny as fuck right now. Ooh, mammals from the surface?
What is it about us that catch their eye?
I feel like they can
like, how do they select the targets? Like,
I feel like they can pick up certain things that we can't. Like, like how dogs have a keen sense of smell and they can smell when you're having a stroke or have a certain virus or cancer in you. They just somehow smell it, which is wild. Yeah, that's the thing. They have like medical dogs that could smell out like when you're having a stroke. They teach dogs like that when they give them to elderly people. And they also have dogs that can sniff out cancer.
Oh, that's
dog sick dog.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if dogs can like tap into the human body that much by smell, right? Maybe other animals can do it, but they have like different ways. Because I feel like if you're in the water, your body's like now all these pheromones and secretions that you're doing, just giving off information that we can't detect or even pay mind to. Because remember, all insects and animals, all they do is release and sense by, like they talk through pheromones. So I feel like maybe dolphins in there now, they're just like, bro, I don't know why, but this bitch out here just sending off honey all across.
So something in us is communicating to them.
And then I was like, yeah, I don't know what you're saying, but I catch your drift. Maybe, man. It could be.
Because, well, them boys be fully wrecked. Health in some ways at some people.
Some people. And they're just like, look at him having fun. Oh,
yeah.
Bro, imagine you come back for a vacation and you're like, how was your vacation? Don't talk about it. What happened? I don't want to talk about it. I heard, they have ton of dolphins. Triggered. Like, how do you even tell that story? Like, when they go to like, I'm not making fun of rape.
I mean, I don't think they really get in.
Okay, but still, I feel like the
whole fact that,
they just roughhouse you still. Like, what if you like, stop, I'm a dolphin getting upset. Let me in, bitch. And then like sideswipe you hard. Like, what do you do? Do you take that as, oh, he hit me hard just now. He didn't mean to. Like, what if this dolphin really out to get you and upset that you're not letting him in? He's like, you're dropping all these signals and are you playing hard to get? Like, I don't know. I'm using that voice for the dolphin. Like, he makes it sound like a white jock. I'm so sorry.
Reverse bestiality. That's what it is.
Bro, I used to always think, how the hell does Family Guy get to certain things?
Bro, I still wonder how Family Guy stays getting away with things it does. Like, is it just like a universal like pass they have? Like everyone just like, yeah, that's what they should say. Like, is that this is what we expect from them, and that's why it's okay because that's the expectation.
I don't know.
Because I realize the years are just like life's getting more sensitive, and they giving less and less fucks.
No, but they actually kind of laid off for most of the gay jokes, and the gay community did actually try to like run them off air for it. But the man was just like, no, we gonna try to stop, but like, how come you have a problem with us making fun of Jesus? Hmm? You
Yeah,
know?
check.
And the man was like, well, you see, because, and then he's just like, yeah, shut up. I'm gonna do what I want, but I'll keep in mind that y'all have a problem with some of my jokes.
They wildin'. That's
They're
what
wild then.
I'm
Like,
like,
honestly, if people don't like something, then don't do it, man.
yeah, that's another thing too. It's like if you don't like my content, then don't watch my content.
Yeah, don't watch my content. Go somewhere
Like,
else.
yeah, it's like it's clearly not made for you.
It's like if they know, like, oh man, I know a guy, oh, he doing some shit now, and I just can't let it go. I just can't. Years
All in
past
their
it.
sleep,
It's
you dig
like,
them out.
we're saying faggots, oh my God, saying niggers, oh my God, saying stuff. Oh my goodness, he's a Satanist. You know, he's just like, I
It's
can't
like
even, like, what?
I'm like,
Shut
damn,
up.
bro. That's you're that person's biggest fan at that point.
Right, bro?
You must be,
I feel like haters have to be some of the best supporters because
bro.
they always have to be on to know what they don't like. Oh, I
You check.
heard you said last week, and I really didn't like what you're saying. You keep saying outlandish things on your podcast, and I'm just like, oh, see, listen, thanks,
You
thanks.
pay attention to the things I say to the point where you can have criticism.
Check, and I have
I
to,
appreciate you.
and you made me address you and stuff. Like,
You check. Like, look where we are, bro.
we have a little thing going on, a little relationship. I might come to your funeral and be like, this guy, he was always there for me. Or she was just doing this. Oh my, she made me a better person. She didn't even know it. She affected my life in so many ways, up my stream. And they're like, who are you? Just somebody she didn't like.
Check. Leave it right there.
That's just leave right there. Yeah, but I also had another voice note because like that's cool. Everyone's a good
I know
guy.
there's the other one. Wait, that's the one?
The
Was
one
there
with
another
the
one?
yeah, the one I just brought up today with the whales. Because like also I actually sent another bunch of like I sent a bunch of voice notes saying some shit today for real. Because I was walking in nature and just like, yo, what if all these animals are like human smart?
Oh no, didn't you say humans like if they're different sizes?
Yeah, that was in it too.
Yeah.
But I could get to that just now. So I sent like everyone a voice note talking about like, what if aliens did visit our world and they're actually a part of our world, but we don't know because what we assuming as aliens, we expecting them to be like humanoid in form. So they would have to have hands and a decent brain and feet to walk around and, use their fingers to be, I call it, I don't want to say ambidextrous because that's like both hand movements, but I'm just assuming
Mhm.
that they need opposable thumbs to do certain things or to achieve certain level in, you know,
Yeah, just maneuvering and being able, yeah,
mm, mm,
in motor skills, yeah.
yeah, right. And we overlook the fact that they could be anything. So they come to our planet and just drop off this species, and we don't know. So like some of the smartest animals that we have are like octopus and dolphins and some whales and some fishes and certain animals on land that are like ridiculously smart, like the honey badger and all kind of other creatures, right? And in our head, we just like, oh look, just another animal. Oh look, we just discovered just another creature. Like, oh, I was like, what if these are just like aliens? Like maybe some of them aren't the smartest, but like some of them are just like, let's see how our new creature, like our creature from our planet, thrives on this planet. And I'm like, whoa, that shit thrives. Look at it multiplying,
So they might
And
just like, oh, they're just dropping species just to
yeah,
test the
just to
waters.
test to see, like, okay, so our animals can survive here. The water and the air is good for us. Yeah, maybe we could actually visit this place. Like, touchdown, no helmet, and actually live. We'll have food that we know is edible for sure. Like, I think so. Anyways, so I was like, what if whales actually had tentacles, but we didn't really know? Because, like, who really knows? But I was like, if it did have tentacles, what if it was actually an alien? But it looked so much like a whale that it just stayed under the radar. But because it's in the ecosystem, right? With the other whales, there's a high chance that it's gonna run into a whale, and then it's gonna beef the whale. But so now hear this. Imagine
Okay,
there's
so just like there's regular whales and then there's
the alien whales.
imposter whale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
So now imagine these imposter whales just like going out their knowledge, right? Being smart and everything. And they're talking, right? But we think they're other whales because they're talking in like low, slow decibels and frequencies, right? So when they're going, right? We just think, oh, look, they're communicating with these sounds. They don't make no sense to us because they're not talking English, they're talking their language, but just slowing in like decibels. Because like I'm assuming the sound not traveling the same speed, as it would above the water, right? So it's still it's low, it's soft, and it's dissipated and getting all wonky, but the whales can understand each other, right? The alien whales.
Mm-hmm.
So they down there talking like, yo, look at these idiots. They don't know that we're here, right?
So it's the actors spitting this they talking.
They're talking.
We just yeah.
But we don't understand it. We think it's just sounds. We don't understand the language, and we just don't know, right? So we hearing them like, aha, look at these whales doing a little song, communicating. They don't even make sense. And them man's laughing at us, right? But
so I am a humble.
So while it's swimming around in the water, right? When they come across real whales, they will use their tentacles and slap these whales. Haha, shut up, the inferior, right? And the whales in them just like, who the fuck these guys is, man? Like with their damn tentacles stuff. Yo, wait until I see them again. So while squids
a beef.
Is a beef. So squids just mind their business one day, just la 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 la, tentacles in the water, freeing up. And then the whale just like, oh, I see one of them tentacles and just attack them, start biting up the tentacles. And the man's like, yo, what's going on? The whale's like, I don't want to hear you shit. Like, you just keep hitting me and then running off. I don't like you. And he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Every time y'all show up, y'all just slap us, bite us, and go about your business. And he's like, first off, you never seen me in your life, right?
It's like, yeah, I haven't seen many whales in my day.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we need to, and they start getting annoyed, right? I'm just like, every time they fucking see us, they walk with one of our tentacles. I don't understand what's getting into these whales, and we had enough. So the squids in them start revolting, right? So now these other aliens will pull up on more squids and just start attacking them. And then they're just
instigating the beef.
Just instigating the beef. So they're watching the whole thing happen now. And they say, look at these squids and whales fighting. So like they're like the anti-Avatar, bringing chaos. So they're just instigating shit and just watching it play out. So that's why squids and whales have beef when they see each other, because of these aliens. Just messing up the ecosystem.
Wow, that's where you're going with this whole time?
This whole time. This whole fucking time.
Because aliens. Aliens. By the way, guys, if aliens do exist in the capacity that we think they do, they're in the ocean.
I think so.
You're
think they would
here
be
first.
Like that's the one place that we don't know shit about. Like I feel like scientists just said, whoa, the ocean is so dense and so cold and so deep and under so much pressure. Let's not look. let's ignore this and not figure out how to get down there and search for it. Let's go to space where it's dark and cold and under so much pressure and dense. I was like, bro, if your spacecraft could like go to the bottom of the ocean and like move at Mach 10, you know what we could do in space? Bro, I just don't understand. Like, the answers are here on Earth, bro. Get closer to the core, more pressure. That's just like expelling energy to travel through space, though. Like, imagine if I found a non-flammable way to propel myself at the depths of the Mariana Trench.
Or there's a cruise. It's like, yo, me go on the road and come back. It doesn't belong me to the Mariana Trench.
And it's not like if I'm using turbines alone, because even if I said, all right, boom, I can't use combustible energy to travel such speeds on the water. I have to use like a turbine to, tread the water and propel the ship, right? At least you'll be able to construct something that can handle, the vast pressure that gravity places on the earth. And then you can take that shit build a ship that's strong. Honestly, I think Elon has people doing studies underwater for his shit.
I honestly, I don't know though. Like, it's weird to me that they would venture to this sky before they venture to the bottom of the ocean to, like, like, it's crazy to me that they dip in that way before they actually, like, figure out what the hell's going on here first,
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they just know a lot of shit and they really just selective in what they're telling us. But I feel
Maybe.
somebody somewhere would, like, I don't know. To say they can't keep it a secret is me estimating them. But at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time, it's like I don't want to believe that because I don't see why they would possibly do that. But then it could be good. Bro, everything has a reason, and the more you think about it, the more you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
It's just
either. Because
it's
if you
like,
think
bro,
about it, like for where most of like the tectonic plates cross and stuff, like I know they're crossing continents and stuff, but the majority of them like in the ocean and so, right? I feel like if I know one plate is go like how the question work again is one sliding onto the other, and then every time there's like friction and stuff, it causes an earthquake and so a fissure.
mm,
I'm assuming that that's where the minerals will be the richest at wherever the crust are like interlocking. Because like it's either getting burns and pushing magma to some kind of release point in a volcano. Because like everything is coming to one place. And if people like were minding like the plates and stuff, I feel like they will get like mad minerals. If I'm making any sense. You get where I'm coming from or not?
run it again.
Okay, so when we mine and so we mine the earth looking for rare materials and minerals and oils and
Yeah,
all kind of stuff, right? And gems and whatever. And we have to go to ridiculous depths to look for these things because they're in the earth's
in
crust.
the earth, yeah,
Now, if the earth itself is pushing everything onto each other, like the earth is moving like a millimeter or a centimeter every year, and it's just pushing itself onto the ground and going back down to like,
subduction zones, yeah,
right? I feel like that's where the mineral content would probably be the highest because we have new new ground we work with, and we also have like where everything is converging. So we're not gonna find oil there, but we might find like rare minimal minerals.
because that's where the pressure and everything going in.
We might go down there digging, and we might find gold and diamonds and new kinds of gems or new kind of elements or stuff that lattice structure just like form different because of nature.
Oh, in the ocean.
In the ocean.
Mm.
So like if we
Okay,
could
because of
get
the added pressures and
yeah.
yeah. Ooh.
So yeah, right. So like if you could go down there and mine for stuff or study the bedrock that's down there or just drill in, we could be like, oh my goodness, not just we finding creatures that live in the dark, we actually finding real material that we have on Earth. You know?
Hmm.
Because the whole thing with like these alien spaceships and spacecraft and stuff, they keep saying that they're seeing aliens and they're finding artifacts, and sometimes they run into ships and they find metals, right? And one
Things
of
they
the
can't explain.
things they can't explain, and they find a material that it's more valuable than like, I don't know, diamonds or like
It's just a complex material, so it's
yes,
like,
it's a
yeah,
complex material that if scientists were supposed to ever recreate it,
it'll
they
be
would
just,
have,
yeah.
yeah, it would be so much money just to get like a small quantity of that thing that expel too much energy to make one small of it,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just like, all right, even if you think this is alien tech and you can't reproduce it easily, and you're basing your whole theory off of this, right? Like, bro, it has to be like aliens because like it doesn't naturally happen or occur that you can produce this mineral this way. How do you know? How do you know it's not naturally
Right.
occurring? Right? So it's like a civilization had to be smart enough to be able to manipulate material and minerals to make this structure super material or whatever. I'm just like, but how you know though? Because what if there's a tree right now on some foreign planet just growing carbon fiber. It's like literally it
That's
absorbs
good.
it
Yeah.
absorbs the gases in like its surrounding air or ground, and
I
as
produce
it
carbon fiber,
grows, yeah,
right?
it produces like bare pressure in the pits of that tree, and that pressure turns into heat, and then with the gases and stuff that is absorbed into the roots and leaves, it fucking creates carbon. Then what we say, whoa, naturally grown carbon, impossible. We don't know. Like nature is so fucking tricky.
We've only known the things that we've been shown.
Yeah.
And we haven't been shown a lot because we've only experienced things under a limited amount of circumstances. Like compared to like the bottom of the ocean, the conditions here are on the surface differ quite a bit. You check. So we really just don't know.
Yeah, because if you think about it, bro, humans, we haven't discovered a lot of things recently. Everything that we have today, we just improving on it.
Yeah, we improve on. I
Yeah.
feel it's almost like we discovered it all. So
they don't have any ambition to go and find new shit. They're just like, oh, look, we stumbled across something new. We didn't actually go out looking for it.
I wonder if that's the case, that they don't have the ambition, or if they actually just still been looking and just can't find shit.
I feel like we stagnant at this point. I think that's the whole reason for trying to go to space, because they're just like, I need something to really, get me excited again. Because like once they have like rockets that going up constantly, and they can like, all right, boom, we're going to Mars this month or this quarter, and they get there and it's just like, oh, we can do more research on Mars, and it's like we find a rare elements, then there's gonna be like a gold rush per se. So now companies start building rockets to go to Mars to mine. And then that's where most of our technology will go, get to space efficiently and quickly. And then that's how the space travel shit gonna like pop off, I believe. Right? Because like once you go and you find something, then everybody be like, I want that. Let's get there. And that's when things start getting better. Because more people invested into making this thing better. You know what I mean?
If would you go up there?
Space?
Like, let's say they launch this program this year.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go within your lifetime?
So,
actually,
like if I went up there and they said like we're looking for welders to go.
Oh no. Well, I'm assuming it's like a round trip. Like it's not like you're going to a planet. You're just leaving the Earth. You do like a
to go to Mars.
No. Just going to space in general.
Oh, just into space? Yeah.
Because like I see what you call it? Who trying to go to space right now? Bezos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that nigga. Like if he go into space right now, like what he can really do? Is it going to be like he going to a space station, or is he just doing like we're going to leave the atmosphere, we're going to go up there, and then once we get out of orbit, we're going to go back in? It's like a round trip. It's like a trip, or is it like he going on a mission to do shit?
Nah, it's a publicity stunt, dog. He go up there, he's like, haha, Earth is my domain. I'm the richest man in space, right? And he's like, well, I claim this domain mine.
We claim all of the space.
All of space.
That's when the aliens got to show up.
You might like fight me.
And was pull up in court.
Which, want me to tell, was actually pretty cool that we should like rate the UN for. These United Nations. Them man's like came to a conclusion that, hey, what we're gonna do is only lay claim to land and probably certain airspace, but we're never gonna say, ooh, these waters. I guess they have like jurisdiction over a certain amount of the water around here. Yeah. But like you can't buy sea land, or can you call it sea land? You can't buy sea.
It's international. It's like
it belongs to everybody. There's like it's neutral zone. And it's the same with space. It's like, all right, so what we're not gonna do is weaponize space, and we're not gonna try claim section of space because that's just absurd. How far does it end?
I mean, maybe you might, in the sense of okay, for example, if 100 million companies want to put 100 million satellites in orbit and put them in the same line, in the same position, then I can see how that's problematic, where you might want to own this, like own it like a domain, this own it like how you own a radio station.
Okay, but then
you're not colliding, interrupt with other people. It's like to keep it organized, not really for the sense of ownership, but just to be organized.
But then they won't really just buy a section of space. You'd have to buy an orbit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
But
yeah, they'll
that
have to buy like a line of travel and be like, all right, whatever this line of traveling is that my stuff is rotating around the planet's gravity. That line, this space going, around the planet is mine.
yeah,
So don't let your shit cross or interlock. Because you're paying a fee.
that's amazing. That's my girl. That could be the kicker.
That could be.
Every time for your orbit go across from one, you pay them.
Which I pay me a good
Ooh.
100 mil.
100 mil. How many rotations do you get today, boy? One?
Actually, no.
No, I think
I think
satellites.
that should be moving real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think satellites orbit. I can look that shit up right now.
Satellites. I was going to the telescope. Actually, I had a telescope when I was a kid. And, bro, you ever got a gift that you mash up before you could ever really get to use it properly?
I got that's a thing. What you call it? We just said. I was gonna say telescope. Yes, the one to look into space. Yes.
Yes, that's the well. Okay, well, I mean, you have the same experience because I had one that I never really got to use properly, and it mashed up. I remember one night. Maybe being outside with Daddy and Evian at the old house, and we were just looking at the moon, the full moon. But I feel like that was the only time it was ever used, and I don't even know if that really happened. That might have just been a dream, but like I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I know it did mash up.
You check. I get it and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, just wait till this weekend. Weekend come, and I'm like, oh shit missing, shit broke. Like, wow,
Something missing, yeah.
I know I'm holding shit in my hand, looking up, like, yo, this thing work probably no. I'm looking through, it's blurry, and I'm trying to work the focus. And I'm like, we can't even see the stars. Who on the moon? Now, okay, so it says in reality, satellites may orbit the Earth once every hour and a half. So it goes around like many times per day. So yeah, the satellites really be moving at speeds, dog. Hour and a half. This thing travel, hour and a half. This thing travel around the planet.
How fast is bitch moving? How fast do things travel? Satellites travel.
Yeah.
That shit blazing, bro.
Yeah, the satellite may orbit Earth once every hour and a half. Bro, that shit.
Like the speed, like the exact speed of traveling.
It did not give me exact speed. It just gave me like this was happening. I should look that up. How fast? Man, I need a Jamie boy. From the Joe Rogan shit, they have a guy who just looks shit up. Soon as Joe say it, the man search it. He's like, Jamie, go find it. Found it.
That boy doesn't know how. He's a part of his brain now.
Okay. To maintain an orbit that is 22,000 miles above Earth, the satellite must orbit at a speed of about 7,000 miles per hour or 11,300 kilometers. That's what it is.
Yeah.
kph.
Yeah.
I feel like
kilometers per hour.
Yeah, per hour. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And they're not even being powered. That's just gravity doing its thing.
Bro, just imagine like comets that are like just
Stuck
moving
in orbit.
Yeah, just moving and it coming into our orbit. Like
serious, what's that? No.
Nah, for real.
Oh. Okay, you know how we have like Google Earth where you're looking down from space onto the Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a Google space where I can like look at a live I want to look at like a live telescope online and see shit. Like if I want to look at the space station right about now, I want to do that. Is there something like that?
I think they have like the space station has like live feed of Earth. So you can go on YouTube and probably look like a live feed of Earth and you'll find something.
I want to see it in space. I want to look at space. Like as like a telescope. I want like a live telescope.
Oh my goodness. I type in Google space and tell me why the fuck my browser just floating. Bro, there's literally the search bar, images, maps, Google, YouTube. It just like floating in zero gravity on my bro. Put it in your browser right now. Google space, click the first link, and you're gonna see shit. It's called Google Space, Mr. Something.
Space, Mr. Doob.
I think it's that one. You see it, right?
There's no gravity.
Bro, there's no gravity on my Google page.
What? Click it inside. Nah, I'm sure.
Yo, you can show everything on something around. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bro, this is what I was expecting to see. Like all right, we in space now. This is the planets, this is the solar system, and now this is outside our solar. I was expecting to see that.
So foolishness.
Who's responsible for this? Oh, okay. Look for Google Sky.
Google Sky, that was the next one under it.
They kind of give you like a zoom out, a space, but I don't know how. Never mind. It's a horizontal line of space. Somebody doing like a parallax of space. What the fuck?
This live though.
No. It's probably just a still image.
Yeah,
Like
see,
the
I want to
stick.
see like shooting stars and shit, bro. Live.
Bro, that would be so epic. And
I
just
want to see
imagine,
moon rocks.
bro,
I don't even
imagine
know
if
the
they
name
had
of
like
it.
a satellite that's like orbiting the moon, right?
Mm.
The moon have his own gravity, the current. Um, but they had a satellite like orbiting the moon and giving us like a different view of like space and our planet. And then we could actually put on VR and just watch space
Mm.
from the moon's orbit.
So we actually just out there, but
Yeah,
like in VR,
yeah,
but live from a live feed.
yeah,
That'd be sick.
that'd be sick.
Like I feel like that's things that people should look at doing that could make money. It won't be hot for long, but it'd be hot for a while. Like while it's hot, you're gonna make your money.
Oh, for sure. But you know, which
And
ideas
when
I
that
have like
off,
that,
yes, yeah.
I have big ideas. I'm like, yo, this could be hot for like a couple days. No, not days, a couple years, and then we could be over it. And I'm like, you know, how much money I can make. Somebody could even make it better and it go on for a little longer.
Like just no longevity. We just brought this money.
You want me to know why though? Because these social media that's been around, these giants,
Yeah.
they just have so much resources and power that they can just absorb your technology into theirs.
Yeah, bro, they just do things. They're like, oh, you do this? That's mine now.
I can do it better since I have the resource and time and
And if you're the first one,
manpower.
you got them partners, they're like, just tell us how much you want for it. And you're
Yeah,
just a wealthy man.
they just monopolizing the social media game, the app game. I'm just like, bro,
Hmm.
bro, because I have big good ideas now. And I think
Yeah,
we
but
talked
just
about
a
that
lack
war
of
with the
resources.
government and stuff with
Yeah.
how my task can be like, I can just know my task going. Like, bro, I'm trying to figure out if I can have such good ideas, but no resources. These people with resources, what are they thinking about?
But I don't know. Honestly, this world operates on a lot of underground shit that people really don't know about. Like, I get it, but like, let a nigga know. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
right. Not
hook
like
me
I'm
up.
obligated to anything, but just like let's sit.
Just,
Give me a peek
like,
now.
who I got asked? I'm
Just
like,
let me.
what do I have to sacrifice in return? Like, let me know what's on the table. What's a part of the deal? I mightn't take it, but I want to know at least, you know?
Yeah, I just want to know. I just want to know.
Let me choose.
I'm not asking for much.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Don't even ask questions.
So I feel like I've been all over the place for real though, and I'm still not even done with this nature talking animals. Cause today when I was walking into the park getting high, I was asking everyone about like animals and how God is so good. Because like this man said, with all that's happening in this world that created all these animals, these humans, their potential, I'm setting things up so everybody can live in harmony in a sense. Like nobody can really take over because the animals just like, all right, we had enough, we're revolting,
Mm.
right? But they have enough knowledge to just survive and live. And the creatures that could probably die in an instant, he gave them more intelligence, right? Just so they can survive. So I'm just like, if a lion had the brain or the comprehension of a human being, you would never kill a lion.
Hmm.
It was like if
Facts.
you're hunting on a person, because now just imagine this lion out here, you discover fire and this lion discover you. You using fire to scare this lion off. This lion's like, fire, shit, that hurts, bro. And he go about his business. And then you come back and you're like, I invented fire and a spear. And you dig this lion and you kill his partner. This man like, the fuck is that? So this lion like, all right. So now the lion gonna pull off a piece of tree. And the next thing he come to stab it, the boy's like, bitch, take this. And he just like do a little swing and stab you with his stick in your neck or belly. No, they realized that, yo, I can interact with shit in nature. I know they just using their claws to, I don't know, fucking cut things.
You just went to violence.
I
It's
know it's
fine.
because I feel like he has to start out with violence before he can actually grow.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Yeah. So these lions go slowly like realize that, all right, these guys for no reason keep hunting us when we out here hunting food. And when we kill them, they retaliate. And when they kill us, clearly we have to get revenge. I feel like they're gonna be like a high race out there lions are just fucking humans up with like guns. But like custom made guns that go over their paws. That's where I think
for
that
them, for
yeah,
their
for
build.
them, for their builds and stuff, right? Yeah.
Cheap
So
animal grade technology.
I know, just imagine if monkeys had the same intelligence as like human beings, right? You know, the world would be divided by race and also by animal. And then those animals might also have different races, right? So it's just like, all right, we split up a lot, but now our chances of just going out here running into some blacks or whites or Asians is low because everybody's staying to their fucking corner. Because they have to deal with humans, but then they also have to deal with the animal dynamics.
Yeah, that's a lot of factors.
A lot. So lions and monkey with the capacity to think and operate like humans, bro. What do you even do? Because one of us gonna wipe out one of like each other.
Bro, yeah, that's just war.
It is.
That's just war for just by design. It's like we have no choice but war.
Then there's a whole language barrier to even say, all right, do we work together at some point? Do we trade? Do we try to come to terms? Do we work with each other? Is there sabotage going on? It's
like nope, we can't ever communicate. Nope.
Bro, right?
We can slightly do it, you know, you certain sounds and thing, you know, gestures mean certain we can read behavior, but like the gritty.
Would the animals be able to communicate with each other better than humans do? Like, because I know monkeys can't talk like lions and lions can't talk like monkeys, but like, what would be the communication that they use to bridge each other together? Like, we need to work together to get rid of these human beings. Like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Sure. You know?
Like, yeah.
Like, how could they even come to those? Because I feel like human beings, we would more likely be like, okay, yeah, I realize that we are apex creatures, but these also apex creatures out here are causing us beer harm. Just put away all the slavery, because I think that will still happen. And let's kind of work together to, like, I don't know, build the wall. The fucking Great Wall of China would have been like on the whole coast of North America or something, just to kind of like push all the animals in this like South America, then keep North America for ourselves, and then we have to go to Europe to do the same thing and divide the country. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know, man.
There'll be so much beef in politics.
And then just imagine, we just talking about animals now because
they
have bugs and insects that like mad smart.
Check.
So now what if you have to factor with nocturnal bugs that just run a different operating system than us, dog? You know, fuck that is.
And they're on our level.
No.
Intelligence.
Besides brain power, let's think about it this way. Everything is at a proportionate scaling. Because if the scales of every creature that we know on Earth was just different, smaller or bigger, we would be impacted in so many different ways. Like, imagine ants were as big as our feet. Tell me, what kind of world you think that would be?
Yeah, boy.
Because it's not our world at that point. It belongs to the ants.
Ants, and then we run things. But when you could hardly eat your food now, and ants like yourself will pull up in your plate no. Big and bold now, the boy will walk up the side of your plate while they're eating now.
This man will see gods. I'll be like, fuck y'all. I'm eating from your plate.
You're not a priority in my world. That's what ants do to every individual. Ants do nothing and acknowledge anybody. Boss, you could have light the field on fire. You know, the ants go walk up to that fire and be like, okay, I'm going around.
Yes.
Like the boy is not going to be like bothered by your stopping. You won't find a way to do what he want to do.
There's so many animals in the wild. If they walk up to like a super highway of an ant, the man's like, I'd rather not. And just go around it.
You check. Yep. I didn't even need to eat today.
Bro, ants are literally super creatures now because like they have exoskeleton, so that means them man's strong. They live 10 times their body weight. Big as a foot, 10 times their body weight. Bro, that fucking ant's lifting us out of our sleep.
Check. The boy say, hey, move. I'm gonna left some crumbs in the bed, and the boy that lift me out to get the crumbs.
Out. And that's just one ant, bro.
Check.
I know we're not even talking about how strong his mandibles would be.
Oh, we couldn't live nowhere.
We couldn't live nowhere. Them mans can
I would have
float.
seen that foundation there for me.
Them mans will pull up to your house and be like, all right, we need to repo this, whatever this is, on my land. And the mans will just pull a sinkhole on your house and it's eat up your material and make that for something else. They're taking over the land. And then when the man's like, man, shit getting crowded over here, let's just cross the sea. The man's make a raft out of ants. Them man's gonna go cross continent without help from a boat. Ants are ridiculous. So if they were that big human, everything would die. They would literally be the apex predators of every species. Like they move so militant, bro. You can't touch ants like the kingdom of ants.
Yeah, if them bitches are any bigger, it would be game over for real. Like, bro, and they're so smart. That's the other thing.
Smart.
Like, they just adapt. They just make it work. Bro, how do thousands of you just get together one day and be like, you know what? We're gonna make a lot out of each other, and they just effectively communicate. Nobody argue, no.
Bro, you know like how they say
that shit.
Ants will go exploring and then leave a trail of pheromones, and then like, oh, and because okay, so how they make roads, right? Is like they send a worker ants out to go find food, and this man will leave like a light trail of pheromones. She was like, oh shit, I found juice, and then he will follow back the path and then strengthen that path back to the colony. So then everybody will like, no, oh, so the stronger pheromone path is the one with the food, the lighter one is probably garbage. So they find things by leaving trails of pheromone, right?
Mm.
You know how easy it would be to find humans because we just sweat. Them was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but there's beer food around here. That's it.
Damn, but all I know is nah.
We not picking up no ants pheromone.
Yeah, you're right.
Bro, ants. How you even put how ants even build ladder?
Bro,
who's building the path?
Who said I like anyways, right? Ants is stable. And my thing is, bro, like you realize if an ant's the size of your foot, if that boy they bite your ankle gone. When I know foot again, your foot was.
If the ants was just trying to give you one and say, hey buddy, you're putting your foot there, gone. Oh shit, sorry. Well, let me just take it back to the nest.
That's for the queen now.
And there's no arguing. The man walk with your leg back, actually, he's like, well, just come with me. And you can fight yourself, but you're not going nowhere. The boy is lifting you up and taking you right back. There's no when you even fight, do you punch his mandibles? Do you punch his exoskeleton? Like, bro, would your guns even penetrate it properly?
Pull out the antenna.
Yeah, actually, that would be efficient for real.
Yeah. See, yeah, it's stupid. He might still snip my foot and pull out one of them day.
But then now it's sending off a war pheromone. Just like bees.
My gun. Jumped over the car, my gun.
Oh my god. Somebody just pull out Jeff antenna. What the fuck is it? All of them just come out, the whole gang. And it's like, bro, one ant will bring the wrath of everybody. Just imagine you punch a man from Africa and the whole nation say, fuck you.
You realize this the speed that ants have too?
Bro. Yo!
I did not take that into consideration at all.
You would see an ants darting across the highway. That's what we would see. A 1 foot ants just chasing cars down, dog.
Bro, like bro.
Yo.
Bro. But then if they're foot. And you can run over them bitches with your car, you mash up your car.
Bro, that's running to a cow.
Would not be livable if ants were any bigger.
Any bigger. Literally.
What was the example you used? The bird that stamp up people?
Oh, the secretary bird. So it's one of those birds, right? I think it's in Australia. I'm not surprised. And it looks like they're making the stallion of birds. Like that shit looks sexy as fuck. crazy ass eyelashes, a nice little hair, some strong ass legs, chest press out and stuff. That bird look like you're about it, right? This bird, what it loves to do is find snakes and just stamp up on their
I'm gonna
ass.
say, heal that.
This man will be like, oh, Mr. Snake, slithering on my turf, right? And then I was just like, I've been waiting for you. I've been telling my girls them no. I just want to see another motherfucking snake. And you just pull up today, making my day. And they would just look at the snake. No, snake saying, honestly, bitch, I'm not even hungry today. And I was like, I don't care. And just start stamp up on the snake, and the snake will fight this. Bro, one of the fastest snakes out here is like what, the cobra?
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba, that's the one. Fuck cobras. The secretary bird could go toe to toe, literally, with one of those.
So,
in terms of speed, the man will just like hit you. Doop, doop.
No, you know me.
Check. Imagine if that small bird was as big as an ostrich. No, listen to this. Ostrich are one of the fastest birds in terms of on land, and could potentially be the top 5 fastest animals on land.
70 miles?
70 miles per hour, I think. Bears are 40. Cheetahs are like, what, 70?
Think so.
Gazelles and stuff be faster. But like, no, imagine this bird is the size of an ostrich. And it still can perform like a, what do I call it? I don't want to call it fine flying, but I basically jump and glide for a bit like chickens do. So, you know how ignorant birds are? Birds will see fucking windows and be like, fuck that window.
So, me beef that window today.
I'll beef that window today. Imagine an ostrich, right?
With
that
them
have
heels,
long legs
the
that
power.
could potentially jump and fly for a bit.
Ooh, like chicken fly.
That chicken fly. And then this man decide, well, I don't like y'all. This man would pursue you and then stomp you out.
Just because he could.
Just because he could. And imagine if it was intelligent, human level.
Would this say the rudest things? Stop you out.
Stop you out.
Nah, them birds scary now.
Bro.
And the fact you can look at a bird, you don't know what the fuck that bird thinking.
Really
You don't have a clue.
No clue. So I feel like everything that God created, and yes, I believe in creation, because seems logical to me.
It's a given.
Yo, God is a good dog. That's all I have to say. He made everything the way it is. Like, I give you enough intelligence to survive, but not be taken advantage of. If I give these animals more knowledge, they're gonna fuck up the balance. It's gonna be too chaotic. Shit, my people are gonna win, right? He scaled them properly, because if elephants were smaller, that'd have been a whole different problem. If lions were bigger, that'd have been a whole different problem. It's like if hippos were any bigger, they literally just tanks.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be too good for their own good.
If a hippo was as big as an elephant, no. There's no reason to have boats, because we don't own the water. The water is not ours no more.
Them boy, and the thing is, because they don't swim, them boys would be under us, walking on the bottom and sit the boat and just headbutt the boat.
And just headbutt the boat, and the whole boat will just literally come out of the water for a bit. And they just like, oh yeah, you just land back on my head, bet. And then bite up the mast of the boat. I can't say the mast is the long one, right?
No.
What was the spine of the boat called?
The spine of the boat?
Like, like when they build boats, they start off from like the curve and then branch out from there. So it's like man's building a wooden boat back in the day.
Yeah, like a wooden canoe?
Not just,
I don't know like what they call like the parts of it.
Okay, let's call it boat spine. It's like the long piece of boat.
And the middle, yeah.
The middle, yeah. So one of that just, after the hippo hits it out the water and he fall back in the water, hits on the head, the hippo get vexed though. He's like, oh, you hit my back? And then start biting up holes in the wooden boat and so back in it. Because like, I feel like if we didn't get past the whole wooden boat stage, we never get to metal boats, like ships. And if hippos keep fucking up these boats, they might just abandon ships in total.
Facts. In my bar, we just leave it to the air.
Yeah, we just like, all right, let's put more attention to these. Like, bro, if eagles were any bigger, humans would just get.
We would lose kids.
We would lose kids.
Them boys say, yo, We saw a big head picnic for Everett.
Any bigger,
gonna
them man's just like,
swoop that.
well, with our our extended size, we can now travel longer distance. So let's just go international, no? And then man just kidnapping kids from all over, just taking them to high places,
Just
just literally and
up,
figuratively.
bro.
Like they're just
That'd have
taking them
been crazy.
places. And once in a while, with a human being like, hey, them are like, I'm walking with you now. That's all it is. Everything literally scaled properly. Intelligence was given with the strictest of caution.
If I think one animal that would be, well, not wild animal, but like a domesticated animal, that'd be okay. Bigger is a dog. I would not make cats bigger.
I would not make no.
I would never make a cat bigger. I'd make a dog bigger any day. Like I'd have a Clifford. I'd be
I
okay with that.
I would be okay with dogs because dogs have a level of loyalty.
Yeah, like it's like at most it'd be annoying,
Hmm.
But like a cat, hell no.
Yeah, cats should be smaller. They should be kitten size always. That's what
It's
they
like
should be.
being bigger cat, I'm like I look at them funny. It's like a man cat with them big head. I don't trust them. I'm like, you look like your teeth bigger than the rest. And I'm like, yo, like how dogs can like fake bite you?
Hmm.
I feel like cat's teeth so pointy that a fake bite actually hurt.
Actually, nah.
Nah, they okay. Because I don't chance it. I'm like, once the teeth come out, I'm like, all right, I gotta go.
Like you'll definitely feel a tea right there. It's like, hey, you're putting the right amount of pressure on me. So when you do bite me, I know some purpose. There's no mistake in it. I'm like, I know what you're capable of now. So that means every other time you're just like, I don't fucking like you. Ow.
Okay.
It's
So
like,
if your
ah.
pause your place, it's right for me to kill you.
Yes.
Okay. once that's the agreement we have in, I can back and go on.
Bro, when I used to have cats now, when they're kittens, I let them scratch me and I just like spray some water on them or like tap them on the ears, say stop. Or like flick their whiskers. Hey, no. Right? When they get bigger and they just like they're annoyed and they like scratch me or bite me harder than they're supposed to, I'm just like, well, I'm tossing you over here and don't come to me for the rest of the day. I'm not even giving them food, so this is your punishment. And they fall in line quick.
Oh, so they figure it out.
Yeah, they fall in line quick. Then I was like, yo, last time I bought this guy, he just tossed me right on.
Yeah, I mean, see food for days last time we got them.
I'm out here crying like, yo, give me something.
It's like
He's just
the
like,
boy
this not
not even
me.
here. The boy turn off eat them.
They're
Leave
like,
it
all
all
right.
possible.
He's like, all right, sorry.
Like imagine that kid in whole life, you've been acknowledging them, and that one day you stop because of it. Like they'd have to learn.
Yeah.
Any living thing would have to learn.
I bet the hand that feed me. I keep hearing this human saying that, but like it rings. Bro, I was just telling everyone that the other day that I was like going through some shit. And I was just like, bro, I came to a realization of something. I don't remember what it was. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure my parents told me something about this way back in the day. And I was just like, that never gonna happen. That don't apply to me. I don't care. And then now that I'm in the situation, I think about it. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
Look how I just passed up on all that wisdom that could have saved me. Or at least prepared me better or like got me to this point sooner if I did only listen or saw like the meaning behind the words. And I'm just like, yo, how much gems my parents been telling me over the years, and I'm just like, that don't. And I'm just like, it's gonna come back to me. And it's gonna hit me like a new wave or like memory unlock. Like when I'm thinking about like, bro, you know how crazy it is to get old and then look back at all these moments where like some shit that your mother, some shit that your parents told you, but it just wasn't relevant at the time. And then it becomes relevant later on in your life. You're just like, my parents, bro, they told me this shit. I have more of that to come as I grow up. I'm actually like, when I tell people that I actually want to get old and miserable, they look at me like, who wants to get old and miserable? For me, I want somebody to wipe my ass when I'm 70. I don't. I feel like that's like demeaning to me as a person.
Anybody, imagine a person wiping ass.
Man, how doctors and nurses do that shit. Oh man, are you sick? I know I have to like come give you a little sponge bath today. But that little vagina balls, haha. Like talking to Oma, like, come on. You know, I have to do this today. It's okay. I've done this a million times. So you never do it a million times on me.
Man, you'd have to fall in line real quick. You'd have to ever just think.
Bro, I know. That's the fucked up part about
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like,
like, yo,
at
it's
this
not like
point,
you have any say.
I have to come to terms with it right now.
Yep.
Or
Like,
people don't custom see me naked. Well, I'm wiping your ass today, so. Oh yeah, sorry, I feel uncomfortable. Well, you're gonna put in your own catheter. Like, bro, who really sit down there and be like, let me stick this tube in your dick hole? I can't even fathom.
wouldn't that hurt?
Bro.
I don't even know. Like, isn't well, the burn when soap going there, so like
it burns when soap going that orifices. Bro, if I wake up one morning and piss too hard, the tip hurt. I'm just like, whoop, too much pressure. Back up.
Like, is a tube.
And then man's go push a tube.
In
Anyway,
that,
put it, I'm thinking that's rubbing some kind of wall.
That's just, anyways.
Yes.
Ladies,
Females,
if you
y'all
don't know,
understand.
yeah,
I'm feeling the pain just talking about it.
It's there. It's like I've never experienced it, but speaking about it, I can imagine.
I'm getting goosebumps and I'm sweating. I'm scared. Yeah. I feel it. It's ugh.
Yeah.
That doctor who created that had to be like some kind of maniacal lady. She's like, I want to cause pain, but also, bro, you can't just put on like I don't know, a suctionish condom type thing. So let me just pee. And just go into the tube.
It's 2021. That shit wireless.
Bro, find another exit hole, dog. Sure. I don't know. Put like a little hole in me and then put like a little thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's appropriate.
Yeah.
And put a valve.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be appropriate. I feel like I'll be asleep when you do it. It's not a regular thing that you're just putting oh, my body needs to change because, you know. If it's like part in, part out, I feel like it can get infected.
I get it, but like I feel like they're in a sterile area and they always monitoring it. You know what I mean? So you ever see that video that they had way back in the day when they put like literally a see-through window in a cow's stomach?
Ooh, I think so.
So like they just like they had a hole in the cow's stomach and then put like plexiglass in between it and then like bolted down from either side. So you had like a clear view in of what's going on in the cow belly. So you could see a fetus of the cow growing and they could monitor it properly. Bro, they could fucking do that to humans. Just give me a little.
Be human.
Yeah, just put it there. You wash it, clean it, make sure it heal properly, and then that stay with me for life. Like when they put like disc implants in people, like to replace like I don't know bones that are rubbing or fractured or chipping off, they have to take out the bone and replace it with like a metal fitting. They leave that in you for life, and I guess they use like titanium or something.
Okay, because I'm like, if it's in and it's in, then it's in. That's fine. You can, but like, it's one of those. If it's in and out, if it's open and closed, something you have to clean, something you have to. Well, depending on what it is, but like, if it's something that has to move, I'm like, you don't move an open wound type of thing. Like, you know, how's the healing process and all.
It's like, okay, so it's like if you go to the doctor, like, okay, so there's an easy way and there's a hard way of doing this. I can give you an implant that will literally stay there with you for life. And if this problem ever occurs again, we have an easy fix, an easy way to get to it. Or easy incision inside your body. Because like if I know I have like a piece of window at the side, like let's call it in the front of my abdomen, right? On like the left side or something.
Yeah.
And I have this for the rest of my life. And then I was like, oh, yo, Timon, something's happening inside your stomach or your chest. And I was like, all right, it's cool. I have one of those open, quick access windows. Just get in there, do your thing, and then come out, you know? It's there for good access. I feel like that it should be like a choice in a sense. Because like, I can go in here, cut, heal back, and you go about your business. But once I put this incision or this implant here, it's going to be there with you for life. Next time I come, it's just easy access, not a whole procedure to cut and blah, 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 blah. I feel like it would be easy. I feel like I wanted to go somewhere else with it, but I'm just like, I can't I feel like I
Yeah.
lost my train of thought just
No,
now.
I'm still just like thinking like structurally, like like I mean, yeah, I think I do see it being practical because I know they do that the same when they do the. Which I'm not familiar about the setup, but the setup when the people that shit in the bag,
Oh, with a
so you like roll up
colostomy bag or something,
something,
colostomy bags.
it's on your front, and like you shit in the bag, and they have to change the bag every so often, and I'm like, I've never seen it close enough to know what the contraption look like to see how they change in the bag, like how it's connected. I think if I've seen that, then I'd have a better, or I'd be more positive with my view of like that whole thing with the valve.
Yeah, I get you.
Because I just don't know how it's set up on the person. Like how is it like in you but out, but like in like you know?
Like
uh,
honestly, if they can make like a small access tube, I would love it. Because like the way how they have technology right now, the man could at least stick a camera in there, move it around, and be like,
mm,
oh, there's the problem. And then they'll have more of a precise way of like dealing with it from outside. Because like think about it, when they need to do surgery on females, right? That pregnant, how they do it? They don't go through the navel sometimes and then
I have
put like
no idea.
because I think they use like robotic arms or like cameras
Like a
and stuff like
probe.
that. Yeah.
Mm.
Or they know how to run the injection. So it goes to the mother's womb, into the sac, to the child, and do all kind of stuff. Like technology in the medical field is crazy. The ones can do surgeries from outside with like robot arms and not even disrupt the whole fucking thing. Like I have no need to really look into like medical science because like I don't need it until I need it. And at the end of the day, what is my knowledge gonna do? It's not gonna help the doctor. Well, doctor, I went on YouTube 2 months ago and prepared myself for this procedure. So what I want you to do is what you know. I don't
But we
want that
just turn up that gas
process.
station as quick as they knock out. Quick, we say all right. We say yeah, and there's a ton of
It's
them.
like this man went to school for years, did that for
And there's a nigga
years,
Kobe
and
about
I come here
YouTube.
with my YouTube knowledge certificate, tell him what to do, how to do
Like,
things, and which procedure I want done on me.
I
I'm
feel like
like,
that's only appropriate if you're old, because they can't expect that, especially if you're older than the doctor. And you're older than the doctor, you're trying to like because older people they want to get their 2 cents. You check.
yeah,
I feel like it's actually okay. All right, yeah, he's been on this earth a while. Yeah, okay. Let's have
you
that
check.
at least.
Yeah, let him talk a little. Steve, turn up the gas. Bro, to those people who go to the hospital to do surgeries and ask to stay awake through it.
Yeah, that's some crazy people. But I mean, I guess if it's because you fear death, that's acceptable.
No, because I am just like, that is wild, but I understand.
Mm,
Because if I'm going to stay awake and you're going to put like all the drugs in like my legs, so you're going to do surgery on my knee, right? And you're going to put all the drugs on my leg to the point I can't even feel the leg that I'm seeing. And
mm.
I see you cutting into my legs, I kid you not, I'm going to still feel it. Because my mind going to be like, I don't feel it, but I can see it happening. So clearly, let me just give you a sensation. And what if that sensation that my mind is giving me is ridiculously exaggerated? Because that's what my mind be doing.
Just cause.
Exaggeration, just cause.
So you put yourself in
So
pain.
I put myself in pain when I'm not
That's not
feeling
even
no
there.
pain. It's like phantom pain. I lost my leg in the law in the war, and I still feel my leg kicking, and I still feel shrapnel in my foot, but I
Mm-mm.
don't even have a leg.
Yeah, no, you don't have the part that feel the pain and it's not even
It's
there.
not.
Like
Yes,
physically there. That's
but my
crazy.
brain still telling me, yo, that shit hurt, dog. It's right there. And I'm just like, wait, what?
How do you fix that? You
Drugs.
reprogram your brain. Yeah. And have a pass you out. Because at that point, it's like you literally have to trick yourself. Not even that you're malfunctioning. It's just, your body's literally doing what it's supposed to do because your leg is supposed to be there. You know? But no, shout out to the people who managed to work through that because that's no easy feat.
That's not easy feat, man. For real, for real.
Even people that have to learn to walk again, I feel like that's a crazy thing to not like. I look at it and I'm like, bro, it's not even the fact that they can't walk because they don't have the strength, but they also technically don't remember how to walk.
Mm.
Like their brain forgot the messages to tell its feet, to tell them, to how to move, how to balance. It's like I can't understand what that's like, and I don't want to experience it. But at the same time, I would like to maybe plug in like a USB drive in my head, with a file that I can experience it, just to.
Elon working on that.
Yeah, but Uncle Elon, do you think? Well, like it's just, I'm like, yo. I always end up looking at those things from like just from a point of interest. I'm like, yo, like how would that work, And then I end up being like, boy, just count my blessings, boy.
I get overwhelmed with like the
It's
the
like,
information. Is like, oh my goodness, why are we here in this world?
how are we here? It's like, what's my purpose?
Nah, but like the Migos album, I'm going back to the Migos album because it was really good.
Yep, it's still good. It's gonna be good today. Then it's gonna be good tomorrow. Like I'm buying that shit.
Bro, when Avalanche played, this is me. Whoa, this is the first song?
Yeah, and I'm like, that's crazy. I thought
This
this
is
would be a song to build up
Midway
into.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I heard the one with Drake next. I was like, yo, where does this go? I was like, Drake on number 2?
Check.
Then
I like the third Migo.
Yeah. Let me run it quick.
Yeah. Wait, you just had ready?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm making them pay. It's high and niggas won't take it. I'm having my way. Set out here having his way. Quay out here having his way. And like the third Migo, I take. What? Load up the Drake. What else are they gonna play? It's high and niggas won't take it. Ayy, I'm having my way. Set out here having his way. Quay out here having his way. And like the third Migo, I take. Hey, yeah. Now that I'm picking it through, I just ain't fell in love cause I'm way too awake. And she try fucking a rapper to break on my heart, but my heart doesn't break. Soon as I link with these niggas, they feelings are written all over their face. What? Okay, great. I'm in the back room with Wally's. I spent 30,000 on somebody's grapes. We done did so many pull-ups on niggas, no wonder we getting in shape. Too busy backing my words up with actions to ever go front of your face. What?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
shit done changed. Billionaires talk to me different when they see my paste from Lucian Grange. Told myself that I would get through this verse and I'm not gonna mention the plane. But look at the plane. The fuck are we saying? Yeah. What? Fuck are we saying? Big 81, but I don't own a Harley. I ride a Mercedes with Shane. Hey, it's me and Lil Harley. We wrecking this shit, then we about to go link with the gang. Hey,
And the Migos not even here yet.
Boss did not there yet.
Please don't reach out to me. Think watching too much of Stephen and got to me versus.
I was scared. I thought that once they got there, I would have been tired of the song.
Yes.
Was not. It's like I was waiting for them.
I
I know Drake was happy.
He was.
That was back in the day. Now we involved in legitimate business, baby. We came a long way. Sometimes I hop on the road by myself and I listen to shit that you say. All of y'all having more followers and dollars, and that's why I cannot relate.
Hey.
Nope. What? Load up the Drake. What else are they gonna play? It's high and niggas won't take it. Ayy, I'm having my way. Set out here having his way. Quay out here having his way. And like the third Migo, I take. What?
Load up the Drake. Making them fuck niggas pay. Straight at the trap to the play. We gone. Who say they ain't having their way? Who? Might have a little more on they play. We having our way in 3 ways. Over your scope on the tray. We having our way. Having that shit. Having my way in the city. Get put out your britches, you talking to tripping. Go put on my cleats so I'm walking, they slipping. Having my way, now this shit like a business. Load up the bass, now I feel like I Ripkin. She had it her way, now she out of a Bentley. Get out.
Yo, Quavo needed to pull his weight though.
Yeah.
You take it, we straight from the bacon. I caught me some cases and beat it in racing. Seen they was hating, no communication, no invitation, cut off circulation. Blue of the rebel, Gotti, this the matrix. Crosses all on my body, watch for Satan. I'm having gallery 11, no talking, we smashing. This one the classic, ain't none of this average. Sniper, I'm sniping the bitch, I'm assassin. I piped it and piped the bitch up for some action. Don't even be bragging, these little nigga maggots. I don't even flex, that shit be on accident. Fell in my lap, hit your bitch on an accident. I shoot my shot at some point, that shit accurate.
Load up the Drake. What else are they gonna play? Fuck. It's high and niggas won't take it. Ayy, I'm having my way.
You realize the boy half forget the hook.
Quay out here having his way. And like the third Migo, I Take.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yo, what's our reason?
Yeah.
Hey.
They know that I'm having my way. Why? I was 17 on the song with Dre. It's like an eviction notice when we dropping. Get up. Cause niggas get moved out their space. Move. 2.5 was going on 3, but fuck it, cause it's worth the wait. Got to be ignorant, but I want everything that's on the menu and what's on your plate. I talk to God, he give me the faith. I hit the boy if I need me a Drake. I got a Richie that sit on my left, but somehow I always be pulling up late. Ain't been on earth ever since I caught that rocket chain and took a trip out of space. Ever since birth, my mama told me that they gon' act cool, but they really hate. I know my worth, so you ain't getting no verse if you talking about a little K. Make them say church, when they see clarity, diamonds and stones in my Jesus face. Ain't gotta run, cause this not a race. Go!
Load up the Drake. What else are they gonna play?
Yo, this man offset my neck for this album.
Bro.
Set out here having his way.
Bro.
I told you my neck was sore.
Take
off.
Yo.
I was swinging that, bro.
Oh, this one? This one was from Kodak's album, new
Oh, I didn't run it yet.
because he had an album and an EP. His EP was like his birthday. This one was like Haitian boy.
Yeah.
Z, look, Jamaican. The street say.
But this I like this one.
Cerise in here naked. YM Prada. I hit him, then forgot
Off
him.
of John.
The Z,
Everyone
doing a
needs
shot.
to
The Z, cost $1. Bill when you eat. Bill when you eat. Act like you swallowing it. Petite, Philippe, got marbles in it. I'm turned, I'm up, I'm all the way lit. Lil' butter fat, he all in my dick. He talking my swag, he bopping like me. You can't compare me regardless. The weed smell, but ain't garbage. The mademoiselle in her 40s, bitch. The Z, the Rastafarian. The Z, a Rastafarian cool. I'm skeeting off dust, miss sorry me, you. Your daddy a Z, so what are you? Dragging my feet, cause I'm on the boot for sure. My mom and dad from the Caribbean. Got Florida tags on the European. I need head off the bat like I'm Derek G. To rule the ground off that west, cause it's therapeutic. Got too much Z with me, 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 too much Z with me. Everybody rule, about to make a scene, call TNZ. I got too much Z's, nigga TNZ. Been in more cars than the DMV. Did a lot of fraud in the DMV. He is over, he look like a roster. Got a lot of killers on my roster. I be whipping the baby, no foster. Got the Siri bitch speaking patois. I park the Nissan in the Benz spot. I keep the two like I'm handcuffed. I keep it cool when the bands drop. What you gonna do at the M Scott? Give cards, baby, give me the sweat. It gets hard, but I keep feeding in that. Why go on if you step, you get scratched. I put a few niggas to rest. I murder for less. I catch me about it, then I don't know nothing about it. Florida boy like whatever kind, and they standing up still about me. Make lots of noise in the street. Make lots of noise in the air. Make lots of noise in the street. Run up on me and Madeira. I teach her Spanish with Creole.
Madeira.
She ain't grill. She let me pee in her B.O. I'm still in the streets on the D-Lo.
All right, I'm gonna pause this right there because I came across something that shocked me in life, and now Kodak said it. And it's about pissing in somebody's asshole. Now, I've heard about golden showers. I'm just like, shout out to R. Kelly. Sorry.
Yeah, never.
Sorry. But that's where I first heard the term really on like Boondocks. I was like, go in the shower. And then they brought R. Kelly into this. I was like, oh, okay. I've never heard about it before this incident, whatever. And now something that I thought was just a one-time thing that probably just happened to somebody, like, you know, 2 girls, 1 cup. I thought pissing in ass was just a thing that one person did and nobody is there to tremble upon. But then in my head, I'm like, how does that feel for a man or a woman to have somebody piss in your asshole? Because in my head, I'm just like, okay, females, how would that feel? Would it feel like, oh my goodness, I had this gushing feeling up my vagina before, but I've never, this warm gushing feeling in my asshole is the way to go. Like, who is being like, ooh, I want to do that again? You know? Like, for the guy... I'm like,
how does this translate into sexual energy?
Yeah.
Like,
for the
that's more my thing. I'm like... Yeah,
I'm assuming, you know, he sticks his dick in the thing, he's just like, yeah. And he decide, ooh, this is not cum, this is piss. She not gonna mind. And he pissed, and he's just like, seeing this warm water wash up against my dick head while I'm in this orifices. I don't hate it. Like, what's the drive? What's the motive? How is
I
this?
don't know because as far as I know, like when you piss, like if you're dealing or you're laying pipe, right, and you get the urge to piss, and you go piss, you piss the horniness away. As far as I know, it's like I never rebound immediately after a piss.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
That shit just gone. It's like, hey, I might as well have not.
But that
If I
definitely have
nutted
to be
earlier, then you know.
that definitely had to be a wall that this man broke, and he just like, "Can we try it again and see if this is the thing I like?" Or does she like react like, "Oh yes, do it again?" And he just like, "Oh, she likes this. All right." And then next time the man drink like a gallon of water and come back. Ah, I got some. Like, first
I don't
off,
know. Like, what are we even doing here?
pissing on somebody was the gateway drug. That's what it was.
That's where it started. Yeah,
That's where it started.
now they're trying to get creative with the shit.
No, they're being creative. So
Like, ooh,
the
where can
day
put
I
this?
hear people pissing in each other's mouth is the day I punch people who bring it up to me.
I'm pretty sure
I
golden
guess that's a part in the
showers.
golden shower, but I'm assuming it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, you
I've
can
seen
shower,
him.
yeah, piss in your mouth. But like, suppose you this girl deep throating you, right? And she's like, yeah, blah, 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 right? And then she's just like being Billy talking. She's like, piss in my throat.
Ooh, nigga, I just can't piss on demand. That's crazy. Like, isn't it your bro? I'm certain that the way your dick works is, I think there's a flap that separates
There's
the
like a muscle that's
urine things.
cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're in sex mode, you're not supposed to pee or you're not gonna pee. But then when you're in, if you, I don't know, man.
That's why when niggas catch woods in the morning, they have to go do that early morning piss is so awkward.
Yeah.
Cause not just angling, it's just like, oh my goodness.
Anticipation. That is right there, but still not.
It's still not. You're just like, yeah, let me aim. Ooh, you know, it's weird. Dicks got problems. Like I was telling a girl, you know, there's no control over the dick. So don't be like, ooh, this is about you, because it's never about you, really.
Yeah, it's really never about you.
And I said that with looseness.
Unless your pum pum stink.
Sometimes it is about you. Majority of the time it isn't. Right? And I mean, I could, this one time I was at work, just getting burnt by these hot pieces of slag, these metals, these hot flake. Sometimes, boss, these hot pieces of metal will land on my pants, and my pants will instantly catch on fire for a second. And I'm just looking at it like, yeah, you're not gonna come out. Like, what are you doing?
Smooth away, bitch.
I don't have time, right? And sometimes, must be getting burnt. I'm just like, oh, so this is my kink, being burnt. And it'll be up for hours. I'm just like, clearly, I have to stay here now. I can't even go mingle with people. No reason, but that boy up for hours. I'm just like, what's wrong, Dick? What are you telling me?
What are you trying to say here?
Wait,
are you here because you like it, or are you just as shocked as I am?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
you trying to here to stick around and see what happens? How this plays out.
So I'm just like, for me to understand, Dick, literally, when a man say like, yo, Dick have a mind of his own, dog, it literally does. That shit be starting up for nobody business.
And it's usually quite defiant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dicks do what you don't want them to. Like, when the dick is on your side and doing what you want it to, good. Life is good, But there's other times where you just do dumb shit.
Yeah. Like, we're responsible where we put in this thing, but like that thing wake up when it wants to. There's no control there.
Bro, man's be dealing and want farts. The fart just shut down everything.
Bro.
The thought of anticipating this fart, the boy don't start go limp. And I'm like, why? I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to keep you going while I devise a plan of how to handle this gas.
Yo.
This gas came out and no, it wasn't planned. We just have to deal with it. I'm trying to figure out a way. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, if I let this fart, is it gonna be loud? Is it gonna what's gonna be the outcome of this? And just the thought, just not being on my rhythm or my bro. Party done.
Party
done. And I'm like, this don't make no sense. I'm like, oh my gosh, now she going to think it's her. And it's just one big headache, bro. And it's like the anticipation of also not knowing how bad this is gonna be. You're like, is it gonna just like go off and then catch back, or is it gonna like shut down?
I know.
Oh.
And there's this other song for Kodak, right? Yo, they had this dunce ass song on one of the Kodak. I don't know if it's on the EP or if it's on the album, but I was playing it when I went to go to the bathroom, right? And I come back and I hear this noise going, right? And this is me, what the fuck is that? And I'm coming around looking for the sound now. And I'm like, yo, it's coming from our room, right? And I go and grab the phone and I'm just like, Kodak, this is you. What the fuck you saying, bro? This man doing a thing, making noise. I'm just like, this is not even some Playboy Cardi type shit. This is some garbage. Right? And I'm just like, bro, you put this out. You put this out on an album. And listen, it could be something Haitian related because like his Haitian Boy album, this man was really good into his Haitian bag. I didn't even understand what he was saying, but I'm like, this album isn't technically for me, it's for the culture. Yeah. So I allowed him. But that song, no, that's disrespectful to somebody. I think the Haitian community need to tell me what's going on.
No, I want to see what. No, I need to judge it first.
You need to. But yeah, Feeling Peachy was also a good song from his EP.
I know I needed you, I was you leaving, keeping it real every day, it ain't easy. Sorry, this ain't knowing, this is Peach. Gotta keep it carbon in my reach. Picking calamari out my teeth, babe. This is Peach, gotta keep it carbon in my reach. Picking calamari out my teeth, babe.
Of course, hard.
Why you putting 4Gs on the G? I keep spilling coffee on my jean. I don't like me talking, I'm gon' speak, babe. You know I needed you, why would you leave me? Keeping it real every day, it ain't easy. Cardigan swelter, it come out next season. Deja Ray, would you just stay with me, please? I'm a blessed little woman like she sneezing. Scored a triple double for my knees. Said I just bought a rover for no reason. I'm on house arrest, I can't even leave. Locked up in the pen, but I ain't pee. The water dripping off me, Aquafina. Love my Uncle E, Uncle Bean. It love my Auntie Chris, Auntie Nene. It's blowing all this money cause it free. Scamming in Miami by the beach. Telling on your homies that ain't Z. Boy, I heard you ready for a cheesecake. This is Peach, gotta keep a carbon in my reach. Picking calamari out my teeth, babe. Why you putting 4Gs on the G? I keep spilling coffee on my jeans. I don't like me talking, I'm gon' squeeze, babe. Snipers in the beans and little haters sipping on the lean, but I ain't lazy. Deja Ray, fake, check your savings, skeeted on the face, she stayed on waves. I've been smoking coffee with the weed. I'ma keep you healthy, selling peas. Devil wanna sign me, what's the plea? Double nines on me, I'm from 18, Louis V, peach color blanket. Dogging on these bitches, I got ravens hitting the front and back. I told her face me, I've been getting a lot of money lately. Cardi B, I hope you like your bracelet. Shawty say I'm handsome for a Haitian. I just rent a spider for the weekend. Lying on my dick, but it ain't shrinking. Sorry, this ain't orange, this is peach. Gotta keep a carbon in my reach. Picking calamari out my teeth, babe. Yo, why you put
this one, you went hard on this one. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because, like, yeah, probably Jeremiah will listen to it later, and this already not going on YouTube, so
copyright.
Yeah, right. Turns out that copyright shit, it just means that we can't promote this shit in another country. You know, they don't have access to the music.
Oh, so because it's not even a problem.
It's not even a problem. It's just like we're not going to show this video in like Asia because something
because
restricted.
this is
Yeah. I was looking at it the other day because I saw like a video that I posted on YouTube. Got it. I was like, what the fuck does this even mean?
I was supposed to watch that.
Bro, that one was sitting there since March.
I believe you because I'm like, long this thing getting post.
And like I couldn't. Every time I came back to work on it, I was just like, I'm not even in the mood. Like, as soon as I came into Final Cut to edit it, I was like, I wasn't in the mood, so I kept putting it off. And I wanted to try other things and edit other videos, but I needed to finish this one because I didn't want to move on to something else because I would never get back to it. And then that day, I was like, Tim, just do something, no? So I got it done. I got fed up with myself. I keep making excuses. I was like, that's not, shut up. Just stop. What are you doing right now? You know. I'm literally in bed, just like, I'll start it later. Nah, man, I ain't in the mood. That's too much work. And I'm just like, bro, you wasted bare weeks. You could have just done it. It wasn't even something that would take long.
Boss, I'm gonna head out. See.
Oh, so it's called Jaron showing up while you're leaving.
Boy, that's cool.
So yes, sir.
Down to brass.
I'm here.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. No questions. Yeah. So while you were missing, me and everyone talked about some animals scaling. We touched briefly on Migos album, Kodak's album, his EP. Then we talked about crazy shit that animals do. Yeah, so we talked about a lot of things while you were missing. We didn't talk about a week though. That's something we didn't do.
Okay. So let me start with my week. I didn't do shit.
All
That's my week.
right, quick, easy. My week, believe it or not, is that custom super tramp that we're making. So my boss came in like when that shit was like 95% done, and just like, oh, why you did this? Who put this here? Why is this here? I was like, well, they told him to put it there. I don't want that there. I was like, interesting. Well, I just do what they tell me. So then he disappeared. And then he sent like a couple emails saying that he wants something to reinforce. So when he came and told me and said, the boss wants you to put this flat bar at the back of each side of the trampolines, I looked at them and gave them a smirk and did like, all right, bet, I'll let it happen. In my mind, I was like, bro, if I'm supposed to weld this steel on here, I'm gonna apply so much heat to this material. There's no way it's not going to bend. But it's not my job to really argue. It's my job to just get it done. So that's what I did. And while I was welding it, as soon as I took the clamps off, that shit just smiled in my face. That shit just bend like a big U. A long piece flat, a flat 2x4 piece of material now. Bend like a U. So I'm just like, interesting. So now I don't know how to fix it, right? And my thought process is I'll just turn it upside down, clamp it back, add some heat, and just pong it until it's back flat, right? But
So why
okay,
didn't you like communicate with him what was going to happen?
because he's the type of person that I want this, so I get this.
So you didn't show him right after it happened. In fact, you should have let him stand up there in the workspace and then do it in front of him and just show him the error in his ways.
Bro, the thing is, the way how it was, right? There was a lot of factors that I was taking in because it had like tabs and stuff on one side, so I couldn't flip it over properly and then just put it on the table. Plus, the material that I'm working with is 180 inches, and the table that I'm working on is 120. So there's overhang. So there's places where I can't even clamp it down to make sure it's like,
Okay.
Yeah. So there's all these factors that I'm thinking about. I'm trying to find my best way to work around my situation. And I'm just like, man, this thing is I'm working it slowly now because I'm doing it in pieces
Hold on.
until it cool off.
I have one more thing. So I remember you used to complain because every day they would ask you like, oh, is this enough? Like you need this and that and that. Why you didn't tell me you need a bigger workspace? You need a bigger like desk or something to do everything on, a bigger table.
Because I don't want to be that guy just saying like, oh, I need this. When the last two welders just made it happen. They worked with what they had, right? But the boss keep changing things, right? So I'm there trying to work with what I have, and the things that bending and stuff, and I tell them, hey, this was happening, and they're like, all right, we're gonna send these pictures to the boss, right? So they send the pictures to the boss, and he the boss. Well, who tell y'all to put the flat bar on thing? So I'm just like, wait, what? You're saying that you didn't tell me to put this on here. So why would I just put it on here? He's just like, I never said that, right? So now I'm here surprised. Everybody in the shop surprised. And they're like, wait, this man sent us 5 emails saying that why it's not on. We need to put it on. How come it wasn't on the last Super Tramp? And now he's saying he didn't tell us to. So my guy Ryan then said, all right, boom, boss, there's a transcript here. Are you telling us to put it on ASAP? Why it's not on? Blah, blah. And the man's like, well, just take it off. and I'm just like, no. Because now I'm fucking up that material. If I try to cut it off, it's way too much work and it's still going to be bent. Right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to just try to weld the other side. And I literally had to message some of my welder friends from college. and asked them like, yo, what's the best solution y'all think to solve this problem? And they gave me some solution. They like put it on some square tubing and then clamp it onto the table and then really just apply some heat. But I know if I apply heat to this metal, it's gonna potentially make the material brittle, right? So it could break under pressure eventually after a certain period of time. Like the shelf life on that shit go drop down drastically, right? So I don't want to put more heat into it. So I see a torch in a corner, so I go and get it, and it's like oxygen acetylene tanks.
Imagine you buy your trampoline and your trampoline can't support your weight.
Right, so I see some stuff in the corner of the shop, and I'm just like, okay, at least they have a torch. I can go and heat it up. I go to look for the torch head. They only have cutting torch head. They don't have like one of those ones that give you off the just the heat. So I'm just like, fuck. They don't even have the right heads for these torches, right? So I can't do no heat treatment to these things. So I'm just like, okay, Timon, we have to do something else. And what I ended up doing was just welding the other side and keeping it clamped. And I did it really slow, making sure I had a level on top of it always. And then he sent another message to me saying, wait, so why didn't you do one side, turn it over, do the other side, turn it back over, do the other side? And I'm just like, I hear what you're saying, but that don't make no kind of sense, because if you know how the thing work, I can't just keep, bro, the things that I'm working with are so damn heavy for me to weld like a 3-inch well and then flip it over, and then that's bare work for one person to even maneuver. It took me like so long just to get that shit up on the table that I'm working on. This man want me to flip this shit like patties, right? And I listened to him say his shit, and I'm just like, man, I'm not listening to you. You just literally all he doing is how to weld something and prevent it from warping, and then the first set of rules that come up, that's what he tell me. Like if I don't fucking know this, I went to school for welding. You check? So I'm there laughing at his situation, and everybody is understand like, yeah, I can't do that, right? And I'm just like, man, this guy is such a funny guy. Like I didn't even hate it, or I was annoyed for a bit, but I
have a
didn't
question.
hate it.
Like, is this his company or he just like
company.
he just okay.
He built it from the ground up.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have nobody to complain to.
So what ended up happening is I told them I'm taking a day off on Friday, and I welded, have it clamped onto the table, and I didn't even take it up. I just left and didn't come back. So I know he was coming in the night. So in my head, I'm just like, he can come in, take off the clamps, and if it still have a bend, that's his problem. I took the Friday off so they couldn't be like, oh man, I need to fix this. So I'm just like, it's not my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who gonna deal with it over the weekend and Monday? Because what if he just leave it right there? Like he unclamp it, he see the bend, and he just clamp it back.
Well, I guess the money is gonna come out of his paycheck because he made this decision. Like if this was something that he said originally, and it was in the beginning before I even put on anything else, I probably would have a better chance of applying the extra piece. But my thing is, if he wanted a thicker material so to be stronger, why didn't he just order a thicker wall material? Because he made everything specific. And that's what everybody did. And now that he got it, he's just like, oh, this don't look strong enough, put on the other piece. But I don't argue anymore, dog. I just like bet more money for me because they spending more time on the thing.
All right.
Yeah. So the only thing they can do right now is to order new material and to have me build a new one. And because I'm so familiar with it, it probably won't take me that long, probably like 2 days. But yeah, I'm not losing no sleep.
You sound like you're just coasting through the job.
Yeah, that's what it is right now. Like
cool.
the boss is smart. I can tell how much work that he does put in, but he's one of those guys. He's just like, oh, I think this would work better. Just do it, and he don't think about how that would impact. He just think that if I say this could make it better, just add this thing on. He don't know that if you put this there, then it's no longer the spacing is no longer equal because you just add a thing here, and he don't think about how that would affect the whole thing as a whole. So I'm just like, them other guys that work there, they seem like they're smarter. They know how the things operate because of their experience. So sometimes they be like, just ignore him. Don't do that. And I just listen to them because at the end of the day, they doing the selling, they interact with the customers, and all he does is he creates the designs for the trampoline at this point, and just jump on them. I do tweaks.
Instead of I just jump on the trampoline.
Yeah, like he's a coach. That's what he does. So when he's teaching these people to do like gymnastics and stuff, he's just like, yeah, this trampoline could be better. And he go home and then drop a plan how it could be better. And then he come home like, I want this to be built. And the man's like, okay. And then they run their little tests, the numbers, and get the material and try to make it happen.
You know, he sounds like a really cool guy.
Yeah, he cool. But he petty. Because like if you find out like if he does something, you're just like, hey, you're kind of wrong here. He's just like, oh, I'm wrong. And then he go home and then nitpick, like he go over everything that you've been doing and then come back like, well, you did this wrong.
You gonna come to about the structure your sentence. I mean, it's a toxic work environment, but you getting your paycheck and you don't seem to mind it that much. So.
Couple times on the jar, and then I was like, Timon, I am sorry for giving you so much work. I know you did this thing over like at least 2 or 3 times. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, it's okay. And they're like, why aren't you upset with us? And I'm just like, it's no big deal. I don't have no control over this. I'm just working. I'm doing what I'm told. There's no big deal. It's like, no, you should be upset because I'm upset. I'm just like, okay, be upset for me.
That's how you know you're a foreigner. You didn't even have the placement for be mad. You just have to sit down and take over.
I'm just taking it.
That's it. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. Like your boss, he seemed like a pretty interesting character. You should bring him on and talk to him. Like just dissect his mind.
I don't know. He's a different guy. Because the moment he started talking about thought, I'm in the car.
Nah, it's crazy, bro. Because he came, he asked you why you did this, and then he left and sent an email.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I wouldn't see that shit till next month. He'd be mad as hell.
They're different, but they're cool.
I mean, you had a week. You had a week. I literally did, bro. All I did was just I incorporated some walking into my life. Yeah, just trying to burn some fat. I intend to lose 5% body fat, bro. I'm gonna carry myself down to 14% body fat.
Bro, I raise your commitment because I don't have it. Nah. I really do, cause like a couple times, I have like these 25s dumbbells. I'm just like I'm gonna treat it like a kettlebell, cause I was gonna order a kettlebell, and I was just like, I'm not gonna order like a 25-pound kettlebell when I have like a 25-pound dumbbell. So I've been doing like squats and like swinging it up and bringing it up to work, or like core and lower back and legs and so.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is kind of pretty easy. I was just trying a good 15 minutes, do a couple push-ups, and do some leg ups, and I can call it like a morning, or I can call it like a afternoon when I come home from work. When I come home from work, I'm just like, man, I'm dusty. Let me just go wash my skin real quick. And then I wash my skin. I'm just like, well, I can't work out now.
Yes, you can. Well, what I do, right? What I do is, so I wake up in the morning, I do 100 sit-ups, I do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then I I lay down on the floor, and I use 2 15-pounders, and I do some chest press with the dumbbells. After that, then I hit the gym, because it really, since I started doing it like more frequently, it don't really take me too long to get my push-ups, my sit-ups, the squats.
Wait,
that
you're doing all these in sets or just like one go?
I do it one go.
Damn,
actually, no.
These.
Okay, so boom. It really depends, right? So for my sit-ups, I do 50-50. So I do 50, I breathe out for a little while, and then I go do the other 50. My push-ups, I do 4 sets of 25, and the squats, that varies, bro. Sometimes I do 10, sometimes I do 12, then I crank out 25, then I do like 8. I can't really stay consistent with that because it just hurts, man. It just hurts. After doing the sit-ups, my leg be hurting me from the sit-ups, so that's why I moved to the push-ups after that. Then I go do the squats, but then the squats be killing me. Sometimes my chest feel like it gonna cave in when I'm doing the squats. It's too much. I go to the gym. I run. I incline walk 10 minutes on the treadmill. Then I go do some pull-ups, chest press. This is every day. Chest press and what else? What else? What else? I do my back.
So you wait, what's you weighing right now?
My weight right now is my weight. Yeah. Man, I moved from 220. I'm at 206, 207.
Bro, you're heavier than me.
Yeah.
I'm 194.
Hey, bro. Remember I'm like almost 6'2".
Bro, yeah, that's fucking wild, bro. Cause I was the fat one and you was the mager one. And
The crazy thing is, right?
then
The
again,
crazy
you're
thing
tall.
is,
You're tall.
yeah. And like, if you look at my body now, bro, like I'm not really fat. Like I'm not really fat. I'm just heavy. I don't know why. Cause like my stomach is really going back in, and my chest is getting better. Just the lower pecs I gotta work on.
I remember this one time I was trying to do some squats and I got like cocky and full of myself. And I was like, all right, squats don't seem this hard. So I said, all right, I'm gonna do 150. Boy, around 30, I'm just like, nah, can I make it? I was like, bitch, you're already this far. So I keep pushing. I get to 80. I'm just like, bro, why? Right? Because I told myself I'm gonna do it in one go. So I'm literally trying to power through it. I get to 100. I'm just like, bro, I have 50 more to go, bro. And I finish it, right? And this is me. Well, let me go wash my skin and go sleep. Next morning, I try to walk off my bed. I still sitting down. I'm just like, well, there's gonna be a problem. So every time I have to move my legs, go somewhere, it just hurt like if it was about to give out. And this is me. I like the feeling, but I don't like the feeling.
You know the crazy shit, bro? I left Antigua 100 in 2017. That's when I left Antigua, right?
Yeah, 17. No,
Okay.
16.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. All my life I've been telling people 2017. Boy,
Yeah, because you left before I left. I left in 17. You left before I graduated, so you're 16.
All right, so I left Antigua 160 something pounds, bro. And I maintained that weight up until maybe 2019. I don't know what 2019, bro. I got depressed and shit, and then boom, I caught myself. I'm 220 pounds. Shit, yo, that shit amazed me. It was one day I was in the shower. I'm like taking a shower, like, yo, what the fuck? Where's my 6-pack? I realized I've been laying down eating and just crying in my pillows.
There you go, man. So you go. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, man. It's like just looking at it now, bro. Like as a man, bro, you really gotta take care of your mental health.
Oh, that's a fact, bro. Like the other day I was on Twitter and because Twitter integrate, like I shouldn't even say integrate. Twitter copy and paste what not SoundCloud. What am I saying, bro? What's this Clubhouse? Twitter decided to plagiarize Clubhouse and steal this shit and make it better. Right?
So they have like voice rooms. I did not know that.
Yeah, so some people from Antigua made one and we was talking about some stuff. At first, they were talking about like sex and woman and cheating and toxic and side piece and blah blah. This is me. It's getting old quick. Cause it seemed like it could be like recycled. They could talk about the same thing: relationships, cheating, sex,
over and over,
just different people talking. And it's gonna be sometimes they could put in music. But then this lady came in and really changed the whole dynamic of it and started talking about like mental health. And I was just like, oh my goodness, she actually made this thing way more interesting than it was. So she started going in and talking about stuff. And I'm just like, bro, as much as she's saying depression and how people don't take it seriously, they really don't look at men as being able to be depressed and all kind of stuff. And I'm just like, man, I wish I could have on the podcast to talk about it, because like she's generalizing it, saying that this and that and that and that, but like men still getting overlooked in her whole explanation and scenario and awareness that she's doing. And I'm just like,
Bro,
men
the
aren't
suicide
allowed
rate
to do. Mhm.
the
Go
suicide
ahead.
rate for men is significantly higher than women and children. Like bro, we have it hard, bro. People just like they expect more from men than they offer. Like these women, they want a man that's 6'2", they want a man with a six pack and da 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 da. But she got a muffin top, like she got a muffin top. She they don't be really having anything that they offer. But they want a man that's bringing in six figure. They want a man who's in shape. They want a man with a house, a career. They want a man with 17 cars, and he's still taking care of her children that she have from some other nigga that's in prison.
Yeah, because like I did post something to my WhatsApp the other day. Well, I shouldn't say the other day, it was literally like a couple minutes ago. Um and Jay-Z is like this post from Jay-Z, like a tweet, and he was like, he wants a relationship with no gender roles, you know, where they both hustle, they both cook, they both clean, they both pay, they both be romantic and spoil each other and stuff like that, right? And I'm just like, that seems like a healthy 50-50 give and take relationship. But females be putting up these impossible, and I don't want to say it's impossible. They just, I know they have their preference, and I know they think that this thing will make them happy. And I don't have any right to say that, yo, you're being blah, 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 blah about your decisions and choice. And they can be as picky as they want, because I'm fucking picky. But my thing is, they demand so much from a man, but they don't want to give it. And I guess it's just the climate for certain things, you know. Women been treated this way for so long by men and been overlooked and blah 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 blah. But like they're making everybody suffer. It's like, you know, like how older men would like say, "Oh, young lady, dress properly. Oh, you can't do that, or behave like a responsible or respectable young lady," and blah blah blah. And then guys get to do what the fuck they want, and men just like, men will be men. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Right?
But I don't even think that's real still though. Cause like it's not that like men get to do whatever they want, right? Cause I remember growing up, right? So I had a lot of female cousins, and because I was the only guy, I was the errand boy. So like I had to leave the house to not be the errand boy. I had to go do like bad shit to not be the errand boy. Cause grandma needs somebody to go do this, then she gonna call on me. They like Daddy AB needs somebody to do this, they call on me, and then like all you know, then I come in, then Gaby send me go get the goods and them. After I just from friggin' primary school now. We didn't even start homework yet. Gaby send me go get good. After I go get the good, then grandma she up out the shop, and then she need me for sit down in the shop and then pay attention to all of this thing, make sure people in the teeth and all type of things. And it's like all the girls and them they really been doing is they've been sitting down there, they're doing their homework or whatever. It's like there's still things out here that they make the men do. If pipe off, I mean they send a standpipe. Whenever they send a gal and them to do that. So like the women in them who thinking that, oh, they've been sitting down inside the house and that and they don't do I don't even know how to explain it, bro, but it's different. It's
Yeah, but
different.
that's what I mean too, because they get treated differently. Like why? Why they made you do everything and not them?
Cause pack mule maybe.
Maybe they want you to be stronger, and it's like, okay, as a man, you need to have these muscles, you know, to do these things. Maybe they had an agenda and just like the girls in them don't need to have their hands callous up or strong or do all these things because like it's not necessary for them.
Send a bad example for them. So they grow up and they're not independent.
They could be. That's what it could be. But like at the end of the day, we can't like overlook that there's like so much gender roles that parents really be putting their kids into. Like without even saying it, it's just like it's their nature to just do something, and it's like, oh, my parents been doing this for so long. It's just like
I don't even know if they like. I don't even think they know that they instill in all of these gender roles inside of us. Because like I be watching like how my I used to watch on my sister like baby father talk to my niece, right? And then let her know that she a princess and this and that and that. I was like, I just watch her grow up rude, demanding, and spoiled. I'm like, wow. So this is a princess.
Right? I saw this video. I keep saying the other day, but the other day just means that it didn't happen right now. Right? Just putting that out there. So I was watching this video the other day, and this man was like making a comparison as to why we don't really think or ask questions about things that get passed down. So he said he went over by this lady's house and she was cooking up a ham. And before she cooked the ham, she always cut off the end of the ham and then put it in the oven. And this man's like, bro, why is she fucking wasting at least a quarter of the ham? Like, what the ham do her? Like, isn't this edible? Because I eat it at my house. So he asked her, hey, why you cut off? I noticed that you keep cutting off the ends of the ham. Like, why you do that? She's like, my mother did it. I always see her do it, so I did it. So then they call up her old lady and then say, hey, quick question. What's so wrong with the end of the ham? Like, why y'all cut it off and then, discard it? And she's like, I don't know. That's some shit that my grandmother used to do. So they ring up the grandmother and they ask the grandmother, hey, real quick, why you always cut off the end of the ham, and just throw it away and then cook the rest? And the grandmother just like, well, back then ovens were small, so we couldn't put the whole thing in the oven. So I had to cut off a piece so it could fit. So for 2 generations, they're just wasting meat just because.
I told her she was gonna call the great grandmother. I honestly was waiting for you to say that.
So I'm just like, they didn't even know that they were doing this thing. They just thought that this was the norm. This was them. But they didn't even question it, ask any questions. They just, this is how it is. That's how it's going to be.
I mean, but like that's how you set a tradition. So that could just be their tradition.
Yeah, but they didn't even think about it as a tradition. It was just I always see my mom do this, or I always see my dad behave this way.
That's still tradition. That's family tradition.
No, but it's not something that's passed down. Okay, it's passed down, but not like willfully. Like, oh, we have Christmas every month.
It wasn't taught. It was something that they just observe and then they continue.
Yeah. I feel like tradition is something that you teach and with the sole purpose of passing on. But this one was just like a bad habit that just got passed on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like that happens a lot. And parents forget like kids be observant. And I feel like they just pick up bad ways and all this kind of stuff. But like in terms of like mental health and so, I personally try to express what I'm feeling or like whenever I'm feeling it. So if I'm talking to you and literally I'm feeling depressed or something, I'm just like, bro, I am I can't talk today. Like for some reason my mood just changed on me. I'm not in it.
That's not really expressing it though.
I know. I'm not telling you what's really going on, but it's one of those moments where I'm just like, okay, give me some time so I can figure it out because I don't know what's causing or triggering this mood. All I know is there's a mood coming on and I need to handle it. I need to sit down and dissect like, why am I feeling this way? What is going on with me? And figure out like, is it that I'm not talking to people more often and now I'm secluding myself from human interaction and that's playing a toll. There's a lot of things. So I just have to take a step back and then do it. But like I know other people, they have these thoughts and then they lash out or they're just like, I'm gonna ignore it and let's go on. And they're not able to talk or express themselves on it. You know what I mean?
Did I tell you that like I was talking to my brother the other day, right? I know I told you that I was talking to my brother the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot. And like so like when I think about my family, I have mixed feelings. Like I get happy sometimes, I get sad. I don't really talk to them too often. In fact, me and my mom, we were talking a couple of months. Yesterday we had a 2-hour conversation. It was really good. And that made me smile. But yeah, I was talking to my brother, right? And then when he was talking about like the shit going on in the family and how like, he distanced himself and whatnot. And like that shit just it just brought some rain down on me. And then I started like living with them and the whole family coming down on me. And I was just sad, bro. Like I was really sad. I went to the gym. I was underperforming. And it's just a lot, bro. Like a lot of things can trigger depression. A lot of things can trigger sadness. And as a man, I don't know how to deal with it. I never had anybody to help me deal with it. I just it wasn't a priority back then, and I'm lost. I'm lost.
I know what you mean. Because my parents, family, they are loving people, but I don't know shit about them. At the end of the day, they are strangers to me. They're just the person who loved and take care of me, and that's the relationship that we have. And I'm just like, when I have problems, I know they have so much on their plate already. I just keep to myself because I'm not trying to add to their dynamics. Like, oh, I already have so much going on in my mind. These bills, these stresses, these kids, these
No,
family
they have
members.
to worry about
I know
you.
they have to worry about me. So yeah, I'm just like, I see all this and I'm just like, I don't want to give them something else to think about, worry about. So I just keep this shit to myself, try to figure it out on my own. Yeah, I don't even ask questions. Like if I supposed to meet this girl and then she's just like, bro, if you don't fuck me right now, I'm gonna tell him that you raped me, right? Who am I supposed to even say, bro? What do I like? Who I talk to say, how do I get out of this situation? Because the way how he looks, I don't have a choice.
I
And if
mean,
if I do fuck, she can still say, well, I'm gonna still tell them they raped me because now I have evidence. I'm like, wait, what? I
yeah,
could
but
be in worse situation.
I was just about to say, if you didn't fuck, then you could beat that.
I could,
But
but then it's
that's gonna
word of
stain your
mouth.
name. That's gonna stain your
Yes.
name. And even if it comes out that she's wrong, everybody gonna still look
They
at
still
you
gonna
as
look
a
at me.
sex offender. They still gonna look at you as a
Exactly.
predator.
So
Like
then
it's crazy.
running with that mental problem in my brain, I'm just like, what's the easiest way to just fix this or ignore it to get past it? Like, who do I even talk to about? Like, has this happened to anybody before? Like, what do I do? I can't go talk to my parents because they could be like, just stop talking to the girl now. Then what? I don't even like. How do I tell them, yo, I'm feeling a type of way. I just don't know how to have those kind of conversations with parents because I don't know how they think. I don't know what their thoughts are. If they're gonna just say, take it to the Lord in prayer, because like, man, who fucking
What
like
it is, I feel
I
like
need answers to my problems, and I need like if you have the wisdom or the experience, just help me through it.
you weren't open with your parents growing up, so you don't think that they see you as an adult yet, so you can't have no conversations with your parents. I remember I tell you, like, I slowly ease myself into cussing around my parents. Like I said a little one, two things and I see how they react, and then I slowly built it up, and then I started cussing. And
Mm.
then, at first they were looking at me a type of way, but no, they don't really care. So I'll be talking to my mom, and like I was talking to my mom, then we talk about my nephew. I was like, bro, he content with being fucking dunce. And she looked at me and she laughed, and she was like, I know. I was like, yeah. So
Nah,
like really, you just have to open up. Like start with a problem small and then build it up so that you can build a rapport with them. They can know that you grew up as a person, that you're an adult now, and y'all can have adult conversations.
I know what you mean because like I tried doing that at the time with my old man. So we're talking about some stuff like kind of experience and so, and I'm just like, man, people over here like different from Antigua. I'm just like, even the girls over here, all they want to do is like have sex without even getting to know people, right? And I said it to kind of gauge what he gonna say or like his reaction. Man was silent. I was like, there's something that you weren't expecting, huh? Right? So I kept fishing around and digging around and then saying certain things. I'm just like, what am I supposed to do if these are the conversations that they always want to have? Or these are the things that they want to do or try. And and he's just like, just yeah. And I was like, bro, I'm not getting a decent answer out to him. And I'm just like, what like I don't want to always bring up this certain kind of conversation just to test him or tease him or to see what he gonna do.
So
But
don't
I'm
tease
just
our test. Like ask him if he know your age. When he know your
nah.
age, ask him if he see you as an adult. Like if he think that you're mentally mature enough to actually have like a grown up conversation, because you have grown up problems. You don't
Mm.
you don't have a therapist, and like speaking to a parent, it's pretty soothing. Like bro, like as much as I hate John, if John called me, I have so much of things to vent,
Mm.
right? Like I spoke to him a couple of years ago now, and like I vented, and then he told me his side of the story, which didn't make too much of sense. But I'm not gonna argue with you. Like at least we had like an
I
adult
talk.
conversation.
I get you. But like I don't know. I don't talk to my parents as much as most people do because like I'm always under the impression that I have to have news or an update. If I don't have any, what are you having a conversation for?
That's that's like me with my auntie, your friends. I buy a car. I was like, yo, dog, guess what we'll just buy? And then my wow. And then I was like, boy, I'm gonna turbocharge, I'm gonna airlift this, I'm gonna do this and that and that. Then it's then the car. Then they hit me up like 2 months later. Boy, my spray my car red up. Say rotten. And I keep the friendships alive.
Nah, I don't be updating people about like I lie. I be updating certain friends about certain things because in my head I'm just like some of them don't care. Some of them like, oh cool, Timon doing things, and then I'm just like, nobody really care what Timon doing. You know what I mean? So I don't really share or overshare. I just if I feel like it's something that you'll be interested in, I'll probably let you know.
No, this is what it is, right? It's not about if it's something that they're gonna be interested in. Well, obviously you gotta hit the person up with something that they're gonna be interested in. But if it's a friendship that you value, if it's somebody that you like, somebody that you want to like keep a rapport with, then you hit them up on their accomplishments and then you ask them what's going on with their life. Then they gonna start doing that. And after you know it, y'all have a friendship where y'all talk every couple of 6 months and it's smooth. It's like y'all still have like a bond because you kept in contact with the person. It usually have to be you that start this because people don't really think like this. People it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
you love this person and you want this person in your life. You want this friend still. Cause bro, remember I said when they tried bringing out my name, like Kazia stayed with me, right? Kazia and Nazia stayed with me. So to this day, like I hit up Kazia and Nazia every couple of months when something new happened in my life. I asked them what's going on in their life. And after doing that a couple of times, they hit me up when something happened in theirs. And then, like we just talk. We talk for the day. We ain't talk again until a couple of months. But like these niggas know, like this my brother. I love them.
See, but I don't know, man. Because I feel like if I talk to people about like, yo, this is what's going on in my life. This is how I'm improving. These are my goals that I'm really trying to get at. I'm trying everything. And every time I achieve something, I don't want to share it. I try not to too much because I don't want it to come off like if
you're bragging.
Man, yeah, I'm bragging. Like I'm too hungry. I'm over here showboating and I don't know, y'all not in the same situation. And it just look like, yeah, Timon just tell me all the things that he haven't doing. And he know that I'm here right now.
A real friend wouldn't do that. They wouldn't think like that.
I just don't want to give people that opportunity to be like, Timon's stunting on us.
So then that's why you ask, what's up with you? And sometimes you have to tell them when shit bad in your life. Be like, bro, I just crashed my car. I don't got no money. And, my girlfriend got shot.
Nah, but other people have other things to worry about. So they don't always have to they don't always have time. I don't want to bombard people with my shit. Cause bro, if today I figure out a way how to make an extra $100, but it's one of the most long bizarre way, like, oh yo, I just saved $2 today on this thing because I didn't have to do that other thing. And then I got 50 cents from stuff.
So by using honey.
You check? By using, and I'm just saving on each purchase and I'm using coupons on Amazon. So at the end of the week, this is how much money I save. That could get me closer to my goal because as much as I spend on Amazon and stuff, I can save this much. At the end of the year, I'm going to save $1,000 and that can go towards this. And then somebody like, oh shit, why tell me about how much money he going to save at the end of the year for? I can't even know where my money is going or if I can save $1,000. You know what I mean?
See, I don't know why y'all have this negative perception of people, bro. Like, people aren't that bad. Like, yeah, the world is negative, but bro, you choose the people that you keep around you. The people that you keep around you should reflect on you. And these people, they would want you to to celebrate your successes so that they can celebrate their successes with you too.
That's a big assumption though.
Bro, you know the people that you choose as your friend.
Yeah.
You just go down the road and you see somebody and say, oh, this gonna be my friend. No. You talk to the person, you hear the person talk. Bro, it's like the what ifs, right? If I was somebody that was dull, where you couldn't do a what if with, would I be your friend?
Probably not.
Okay, so bro, you're the one who chose your friend. You should know what you could talk to your friends about. You should know the limits with your friends and all of this shit, man. Y'all y'all just you're not a good friend.
Say
I'm
go
gonna say that.
sometimes. Say go
I'm gonna say that.
sometimes.
You're not a good friend. You're not a good friend. Like all the people that I call my friends, I can talk to them. Yeah, I had a couple people that switch up on me or whatever, but that's when I just misjudge them. But the majority of people, they still cool. Look, I can talk to you. I can talk to everyone. Bro, I randomly hit up Keenan the other day, and we were talking about music for absolutely no reason. It'd be like that.
Last time I talked to Keenan, we were talking about like anime and manga and stuff. Just out of the blue, just like yo, see that thing? Yeah. Conversation start. I was like, all right, bet. And we disappear. I don't know. I got friends and stuff back in Antigua that like I talk to y'all, and it's just like nothing. We just continue. We left off. Then I have some other people are just like fishing around. I'm just like, bro, why am I fishing around? You're making it so weird. This time, what's going on now? What's up? Oh, I'm good. What you up to today? Nothing. Cool. You saw that female?
None of my people like that. None of my people like that. Like,
I'm just like, why am I working this hard just to figure out what's going on? Like, nah, that's fuck you.
Like as ignorant as I am, right? And I like to play around and say stupid shit. And bro, like I would, bro, like 80% of the shit that come out my mouth, it's like misc. Like it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. But like the people that I talk to, like we can have a conversation about that nothing. We can have a serious conversation, and it could be every 6 months or whatever. It's just, man, like you just gotta open up to people. And you gotta choose your friends better.
I don't know, man. Like my boy Akil, bro. Akil is one of the hardest persons to get information out of, right? Akil is so vague. I would hit Akil up and be like, "Yo, Akil, you still alive? Yeah, I'm just here cooling. All right, that sounds like Akil. What's going on? None. How Makil doing? Oh, he good. Okay. How the missus doing? She alive? I'm just like, bro, tell me some fucking thing. What?
So
I be like blowing a casket to this guy. Like, bro, why do you? Like, what the fuck?
How you deal with that? How you deal with something like that? Like, first of all, you need to ask him if he okay. Like, tell him I tell him to describe his feelings.
Bro, I can't even ask him how he feeling because I can't just get right into it because like let's say I'm in an abusive relationship. Just there, like, this is just a scenario. And let's say his girlfriend and
her brothers,
her mom
they beating his ass.
Beating his ass. I'm monitoring his calls and messages and emails and stuff. And I say, yo, you okay, bro? They hurting you? And they're just like, what is this guy just going on? Just asking all these questions. Like, tell him to stay away. And Akil's like, nah, man, but I'm actually busy. And then one day Akil's like, SOS. I didn't see that shit, and I never hear from Akil again because I get blocked and everything. What am I supposed to do? Like, well, whatever. Because like most of my friends, I have them on Find My, so like in case they're in a situation, they can just send an SOS and I can look at it to see the last location and be like, cops, he was here. Let's check the footage around this area, right?
Nigga, this ain't England, bro. No CCTV everywhere. I don't know. They won't catch me at the red light camera 3 miles from there.
Yeah, so I'm like, and then one day I went on to go something everyone was saying. No, it was everyone, it was Evian. And she's like, blah 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 blah. So I was like, really? So I went to go check it, right? And when I went on, I realized I'm not seeing Akil location anymore. So I was like, wait, Akil don't have a phone? But then I look on Instagram and I'm posting shit. So I'm like, clearly, Akil has a phone. So now I'm in a position like he just stopped sharing his location. Like, should I be worried? Is he getting trafficked? And like, So I'm just like, I don't even have the right to ask question like, why are you not sharing your location with me? I'm just like, that's weird.
Nigga said traffic ed.
I heard it when it came out my mouth, but I just decided to go with it.
That's something that ruined my friendship with people. Because like when they make a mistake on a word, like I have to give a little chuckle. And people hate that so much, bro. People hate that so much. I remember, right? There was this hot gal on Instagram, right? I just spelled Caribbean wrong. So I correct her.
She block you.
Like, that cussed me off.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with being corrected. That's the thing. Like if I say something and I'm unaware of it or I genuinely don't know and I made a mistake and you correct me, I'll just say thanks because like at least you save me the embarrassment elsewhere.
Yeah, from saying it's another time.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes like I be saying the wrong thing without knowing it, and everyone know you would like correct me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, thanks, right? Because I honestly didn't even pay attention to what I just said, right? Because I just talk because I can talk, right?
Yes.
And when I type and I make errors in text, I'm just like, the backspace, this to go write it back.
You
That's
know,
too
you
much
can
work.
you can kind of long press on the keyboard, then you swipe
Yeah, I
and then
found
move
out
the
that
cursor.
recently. Because every time I used to do it with my finger, it would just go between the word and the letter and just wouldn't go to the right place. I was like, fuck it.
You know
Right?
what was funny, bro? Even though I gave you that advice just a second ago, I backspaced all the way, and then I
That's
changed everything.
yes, that's what people like do. I said those. Anyways, that's what people do, right? They just like, I'm gonna just do it this easier. It just seems easier for some reason when it's not.
Yo,
But my thing is, I used to always be like, my friends and them are smart enough to like overlook this error and understand the sentence, but not everyone. My autocorrect would change into on, and everyone be like, "What are you trying to say here?" I'm just like, bro.
yo,
So I make an effort right now to correct my errors because it's becoming a habit.
I hate that autocorrect don't work when you speaking in all caps, right? When you type in it all caps, I hate that so much because I type real fast, bro, and because I know what I'm typing and I know I'm going to type the majority of the words correctly. So if I make a little mistake, like the autocorrect gonna fix that for me. So I'll be there. Boom. After, because I'm typing it all caps, everything wrong. I gotta look at the message. I say I'm not gonna delete it.
I'm not.
Like either you understand this or the
Oh, you don't.
conversation
Yeah,
done.
it done. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yo, the other day, right? I said straightforwardness to somebody, right? And when I said it, and when I said it, I was like, yo, is that a real word? And
I
I was
don't think
like,
so.
no, but it is though. So this is me. Wait, I don't think straightforwardness is a real word. Maybe I need to break it down. Maybe it's just straight and then forwardness. I was like, no, because I'm pretty sure I heard people say straightforward. So I'm like, so the ness is separate. So I typed it in and I put straightforward, and it was so long. And it was one word, and there was no, I was waiting for the red line to show up while I was typing it out. When I finished, I was like, whoa, that's how you actually say it. Straightforwardness, one word. I'm like, that's a long ass word.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, this is wow. Man, English is weird.
That's facts. That is
It's weird.
facts. You know what? It's the day your Uncle Bob hit me with why the plural of house is houses, but the plural of mouse is mice. To this day, I was like, yep, English don't make no sense. So, bro, that alone changed like
The
that
whole
changed
perspective.
everything, bro. That changed everything. Like, why the hell is a plural of sheep?
Yeah, why?
Like, I don't understand these simple things, and these are rules that you learn. You just learn it.
And you just just have to accept it. You just have to
Like,
there's no questions. He's like, this is the rules, this is the whatever's, follow it. I'm just like, what? That even makes sense. How the hell you even pronounce X in certain words? Because that shit just like, well, I don't make any sound today. Today I'm X-ray. Today I'm xylophone. The fuck?
yeah,
Why? Why is X like
yeah,
that, bro? It's
yeah.
weird. It's weird. Nah, but like, I wish you were on earlier. We were talking about all that shit, but we really were going through like a whole lot of nonsense, one after the other, and it was just like one ifs just building up on each other.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if the
I was really knocked. Like, I was really knocked, man. I was barely conscious. My body been drained. Even right now, I don't feel too well. So not in terms of like sickness. It's like something's bothering me, but I don't know what it is. And like I'm just trying to muscle through it until I can keep myself afloat.
I felt that way on Wednesday because like I was at work. I just started moving sluggish and I felt sick, but not sick as in ill. Just like something was off. I was lacking something, and then I just couldn't put my finger on it. This is me. Is this gas? I need some tea.
That's always the first guess.
Yeah, that's always the first guess. I was like, oh, what is this?
You know what's crazy, bro? So you see, like how I'm talking right now, and I speak in the dialect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when I'm talking anywhere else, I don't speak my dialect, and it really pisses me off, because like I want to use my dialect a lot more. If a Jamaican can go anyway and say whatever they feel like, and and nobody but I. So like, why can't I do it? But then when I do it, boss, people look at me like me talk a different language. My boss, why I understand what he say and me even understand what he say.
Check. I just don't like repeating myself, bro. If I tell you something and you don't hear me, and I tell you again and you still don't hear me, that done.
Yeah, it done.
I was like, no, never mind. It's nothing. It's just I was talking shit. Move on.
Honestly, I usually just end the conversation.
Nah, it's weird.
Because it hurts. It hurts. Sit down and then try to like form a proper sentence with people. Like, yeah, I was raised to do that when my dad was still around, right? I was raised to do that. But it's just it's against my nature. It's against my nature. Like I want to speak the most ignorant countryman Antiguan that I can.
Nah, I get you. Bro, I don't know if you saw the video I tagged you in on Facebook, but it's a bunch of goats that were like beefing each other. So when I started watching the video, I saw two goats ganging up on another goat, right? That's not fair. Like, why they jumping this lone goat over you? Like, literally, this one goat would like butt the white goat, and then it's like two brown goats against a white goat is racism, right?
I saw it.
And they like butting this man, right? And I'm like, yo, hey, give him a break. Look, as soon as he done like hit skulls with one go, the other one will just charge it, and the boy didn't even have time to like recoil. So he just turn and take it.
So I saw the brown goat, right? Headbutts him face to face. Then the other one hits him from the side. I was like, yo, what kind of low blow is that?
Right?
Yeah, I saw it, man. I saw it. I was watching it. It looked rough. They were trying to shatter his horn.
Bro, they were doing something.
They were trying to demasculate him. Say, you my bitch.
I'm watching the video, like, kind of upset that they're ganging up on his goat. But then I see the brown goat attack the other brown goat. So this is me. Wait, what? He's trying to get the glory now? So now I'm in it. So then I realized, bro, this is not a 2-on-1. This is a 3-way fight. Them man's trying to destroy each other, and whoever
that. That was a big dick contest. That's really what it is.
I honestly was like, yo, what these goats doing this to each other for, dog? Like, I wanted to know if they saw like long Bobby goat and just like, ooh wee.
I might say, man.
And I was like, nah, stop hollering at my thing. And it's my like, your thing? Because she was with me over here by these shrubs the other day. And I was like, no, because literally she have a kid for me. And then I was like, well, she not yours no more. She for the streets. And then the man got upset. He called him a goat a hoe, right? And they went in. And I think that's the beef. But in my head, I'm just like, the man who was videotaping, right? They could have turned on him at any moment. So in my head, I thought that like one of them was gonna accidentally butt him, and the other one was just like, "Yeah, what are you doing here?" And they start butting him.
Goat's not built like that.
They're not.
Yeah, they're not built like that. You know, it really broke my heart since you're talking about this. It's that you remember that episode? Like no, the Animal Planet with the penguin, when my boy came back from the sea and see another penguin in his hole with his shorty, bro. Yeah, that shit, bro. I was like, bro, bitches.
Bro, like, this man went through so much of a shit to get back to her. She replaced him.
And then and my boy fighting him, right? My boy fighting him. And then even, bro, like she picked the other dude, bro, in his house.
Like, check, and I'm just like, man, even the Animal Kingdom, these bitches is like heartless.
I swear, man. I swear. Fellas, take care of yourselves. Like, we kings.
Yeah, we great out here. Greatness always. We don't settle for less.
Jeez. You know what? Speaking of this, there's another thing, right? So it's rare finding a woman that wants to build with a man. Like they want a man who's already established and you know, they coast through life. They don't mind building up after he's established. But like a man, ain't nobody really out here seeking a sugar mama. I wouldn't mind if I got one,
No,
but
I wouldn't mind.
I ain't going around looking for a sugar mama, bro.
Bro, it's weird. It is weird because like you want me to tell what's so weird is when I think it was Rasta Jamaicans. I feel like that's the same
Beach
thing.
bums.
When they get like women and so they start calling them queen first, right? And then when queen starts to be like a thing that black people just call all black women because like Rastafarianism, then other cultures start picking it up, right? And I didn't have a problem with it. But you know, Rastaman also referred to other men as kings, right? But then when men were saying like, yeah, king, do your thing, females had a problem with it. And they were just like, y'all just like making light of our situation. Like we call each other queens to uplift us and blah, blah, blah. Now y'all call each other kings to kind of like whatever. I'm just like, how you all turning something that y'all took from somebody else and then made it into your thing?
It's
Just
what it
imagine.
is. That's just ignorance. They don't know where it came from, but that's the TikTok generation.
Bro, it's mad. It's mad weird because I'm just like, so you're saying you can just call each other queens and uplift each other, but if we say kings, we're making a mockery of you all. Like, how does that make sense? We can't uplift each other too?
Yeah, it's supposed to say, whatever, bitch. Roll your eyes and then walk away. Oh man.
Nah. Man,
Nah.
what if Rastafarianism is like the real deal, dog? Because like, I don't know what, bro, you remember that one time we were begging a ride, go somewhere. I think it's
Brian.
Intertone.
Oh, they go by Brian.
Okay, we're going, you sure?
Yeah, Pata, they go.
Yeah. And this Rasta man gave us a ride to the tamarind tree. And this man started talking about how everything's connected, even the worms in the ground and higher power and third eye. And the man was just talking. I'm just like, bro, I believe you. Right?
Bro, like sometimes they be saying a whole bunch of nothing now, but they just like they practice the nothing until it sound good. And then bro, like in the right now, I was like, yo, I could convert. I could be a Rasta man, go build my house in the bushes. I'm gonna grow my locks.
Yeah,
Speaking of locks,
give
me a lock update.
It's nothing happening to it right now.
You fully locked? Like
not really. No. I have to get them retwist because I haven't retwisted them in like at least a month or two.
Yo, your hair got shorter, bro.
Yeah. So they just whatever. I washed them yesterday. But nothing really. They curl up for now. I feel like when I get them retwisted, they'll get some length to them. For some reason. I don't know how that works.
I can see the real skinny one. The real skinny one.
Yeah. But I don't know, they're coming along nice. Especially now that for some reason my mustache and my beard they seem like they're on the same page. They kind of doing nothing now. So it's looking decent with the locks, like if I'm a decent Rasta.
It looked like you're locked real nice work. It looked almost 100%. Like it looked like they fully locked. Bro, my hair locked halfway. So from the roots to like half the twist. And it lost so much length. Shit be pissing me off, bro. It lost so much length. And another problem I have is new growth that's not in any of the locks. So because the hair it's not fully understanding where it's supposed to grow. So it will grow from one lock over to another one. And then I just have a little tension there because I can see the hair coming from one lock to another.
Yeah.
Shit be pissing me off.
I know what you mean, man. But like, I'm always looking at people who one day had short hair and they just come back with beard locks on the head. I'm like, oh, how you do it? Because I've been doing this for like, I don't know, a good year now, and your locks just come back. I didn't realize that people just attach locks.
Yeah, you didn't see this, bro. Like, you didn't see this nigga Kodak. This nigga cuts his hair every week. Like every video, this nigga here cut and then he reattached the locks. I'm like, bro, like you doing too much.
Yes, I'm just like, bro, people just buy people locks and then put them on, or it's like their own locks.
Most of them is their own.
Some people locks look immaculate, dog. I'm just like, whoa, this look clean. Like how you get them this, perfect or roped like this or whatever, or crocheted like this. And I'm just like, I swear, like 2 years ago, you didn't have locks like this. So how you do it? Like, do you just get your weave and then lock it and then just like, I don't know, just let it do its thing? Like, what do you? And I realized, oh, they just put their locks in a bag and then wash it.
Chances are the weekend still have free locks in the back of your fridge, huh? Nah, but like I've been
how
telling
healthy
you
is that though? Like I know it's dead here basically, but like how healthy is that to just have a bag of locks, wash it and straight back in your head? Like
it's okay. So the lock itself, right? It's well, if you cut it off, yeah, it's dead here now. But with the new growth, so the hair is supposed to eventually wrap around it, and then it's just I really don't understand it too well, but eventually it gonna just grow into something nice and healthy still. Once you're taking care of your roots, it's all gonna be healthy.
I mean, the Canadian friend that literally have locks and take care of locks, and be like, all right, so I'm gonna pass over your house 2 weeks from now, sort me out. Yeah.
Yeah, I go wick my hair.
You go what?
My hair. Wick.
I'm listening.
So you see like how the Florida niggas, bro? I'm gonna do that. When I come home, I'm gonna be the only nigga in Antigua with wicks, and then somebody call me a crackhead. I already know it. But I gotta make sure I have money.
You mean those little dumb stuff that look like palm trees coming out of their head?
Yeah.
That is wild. I didn't even who started that? Kodak? Or just Rasta
No.
crackheads?
So that shit started from freeform locks, right?
Mm-hmm. But who decided to do them in those kind of structures and just have them?
I can't tell you, but I'm not gonna do mine like that. I'm gonna do mine. So I'm not gonna do mine round. I'm gonna do mine flat. So like how I have these locks now, what I'm gonna do is in my new growth, I'm gonna bind them together and I'm gonna try to keep the locks in like a flat form so that all of the new growth can grow together. And then that's when I'm gonna start like retwisting. And because of the shape that it's in, it's going to be flat. So the hair kind of gonna be matted instead of rounded like how the locks in them come. And that way, I might keep a couple of fingers on the end. The first dude I ever saw do that was some dude in St. Croix. He had like some silver hair, like his shit just looked different. It looked immaculate, bro. I saw this dude, and I was like, yo, I really had to just stop him. I was like, sir, I really like it here, and I asked him how he did it. He told me how he did it, and that's my shit. That is my shit, bro. I'm gonna do it.
I feel you.
And then a rapper, Glock 9, that's another Florida rapper. He did his hair the same way. So,
But with the same Vincent, I was like, God, I'm taking this back with me.
So I rock with it.
His name Glock 9?
Yeah.
That's one of these people.
That shit different. I like it, man.
Rappers getting out of hand to the boy. I hear like Pooh Shiesty in jail or something.
Yeah.
And I heard like his bonds got denied.
Cause this nigga have a case in Florida already, right? He have a case in Miami, and then he got the gun case in Miami. Bro, they don't play with guns over there.
Yeah, they don't learn though. Like just make your ups like your partner and them just have the guns. Like I understand that
nigga say he got his own fire on him.
I understand. But like, how about you just give it up for a taser? I don't know. I feel like they could make it work. You have like a dope ass looking taser, a sniper's taser. They throw your shoulder always, and then you other goons with the regular guns.
Yo, you listen to academics?
I don't.
You
I feel
should,
like he's
bro.
too much of a gossip god for me.
Academics is hilarious, bro. Academics said right. Academics say, what push I see expected. Like this man in he in the club, right? With 40 racks in each of his pocket wearing a size 0 jeans. He say, I'm surprised he ain't catch a yeast infection. And then, so like the situation, like he got them size 0 jeans, the money sticking out, bro. Of course somebody gonna try snatch it. Of course somebody gonna try tip it out his pocket, bro. I can't say I wouldn't be there and not try to take it, like bro. Like I listen to your music to do ignorant shit, and then you come in with this money, bro. Like I'm gonna be an ignorant person. I'm gonna try rob you.
Yeah, I don't get people though, because like the video you sent on Instagram the other day with this guy, he won the lottery of a certain amount of money. Like how much was it? 30,000?
Nah, it was 40. Yeah, it was 30. He spent 20.
20,000 on a necklace and then got robbed in a convenience store. Why would you spend, bro, 30,000 and you said, I'm gonna buy some diamonds on my neck, just put my bank account on my chest, and then you spend 20,000, left yourself back with 10? Is that
Yeah.
And like the fuck,
I'd bought a watch. Like if I had to make an ignorant purchase between like the thing I would have bought a watch. It's easier to snatch a necklace, it's easier to snatch a chain and everything than a watch.
Just bust the link and then go on.
Yeah.
Half of your whole neck and so.
And like this nigga was in Detroit, right? Bro, I be seeing memes about Detroit and that shit is hilarious, bro. I saw on Facebook somebody stole somebody's front porch. How you do that?
Yeah, I saw that.
How you do that?
Just pull up, take them a whole step and porch it. I was like, what are you gonna do with it? Like repurpose the wood and concrete? Like what are you doing? Like do you just like, oh man, I need to build a porch? Oh, there's one over there that's the same size.
Nigga stole my front porch, bro. That's different.
Bro, I don't.
Nah, some criminals out here, bro. They stripped 2020 STI Subaru. They stripped it off of the lot.
Bro, where are the cameras?
I don't think the car lots have cameras, because I be passing this car lot, right? And nothing. And I was like, what is really stopping me from taking this type out?
The code of honor. The honor code, that's what it is. I'm trusting you. Is the honor code they call it, right? Yeah. Because that's what they used to use like in America when they used to have like newspaper stands.
I didn't have a gentleman agreement with anybody.
Hey, it goes without saying. It's like one of those rules, silent rules.
Well, I'm not a gentleman.
Bro, suppose people used to literally work on the honor system. Like you come into a store, there's nobody in there except the goods. And they're just like, you take your shit and then you just put your money in the counter and then leave with your groceries.
People too cheap for that. That's not even possible.
But that's what they used to be like back in the day. Like 9 stores, but like for newspapers.
Bro, like, okay, so this is the thing, right? If there's a difference in classes where you're in a lower class than somebody else, it's not going to work out. Like you would have to get rid of like a class system in order to make that work. If everybody's on equal grounds, nobody's going to steal from the other because there's no gaining. But from time, stealing this is going to make you gain. You're going to do it.
You know, I see what you're saying. But like, look at, is Puerto Rico is a place where everybody get paid the same amount. Like no matter what job you're doing, everybody get paid the same. Doctors make the same as teachers, and teachers make the same as garbage man.
So why would I be a doctor? I had to be the easiest job I can find. I had to be a teacher.
Yeah, so a lot goes into it because then they say a lot of people don't have ambition to do anything better if they're all making the same amount. But then I was trying to figure out like how could people provide more jobs and to drop the price on everything, right? So let's say, let me bring it back to like Antigua. Let's say the government decide, all right, boom, to get more young people into the field, we're gonna like the pay for everybody mandatory at minimum wage, which is like $15, right? And people who are working now, it won't be fair to them to be like, I'm working for this amount, why my money must drop? Their money not gonna drop. It's gonna stay the same because they were, a part of the system before the change.
The grandfather then.
Mm-hmm. and the other people who come in after them now working for minimum wage. Everybody working for the same amount across the whole field, right? But then there's a point system, and the point system also affects the people who are grandfathered in. So let's say it's a trade, right? And I'm a plumber and you're a senior plumber. And as a junior plumber, I'm putting the hours, extra hours, working on it, and I'm working hard, and I'm being proficient with my work. And as an elder plumber, you're just like doing the bare minimum and just doing, because that's what they can do. And you lose points. And after losing enough points, because like compared to the new guy who's doing his hardest and you not doing your hardest, he's getting more done in a short period of time than you, right? He's gonna gain points where his pay get increase, and yours are gonna decrease because of your lack of performance. And then it's gonna be a point where you all start working for like the same amount, 2020, even though he's a junior, you're a senior. And if your points keep dropping, they'll take it down to the minimum, and he can now go up to your place. So it kind of gives people an incentive to work harder, knowing the fact that their pay could be upped in the future, but this is their starting price, minimum wage.
Okay, so the first flaw in that is tipped workers is to like people who make tips, they're gonna be making more money and people gonna complain about that. That's the first flaw.
No, I see, because in Japan and so they don't take tips from people.
Yep.
That could just be a thing.
You're gonna have to try to change I feel like saying tipping is a culture. Like I don't know if I should say that or a tradition or whatever.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Because the tip is something that somebody said, "Oh, I like you."
Yes, it's gratitude. Gratitude. Yeah. I don't know that word. Gratitude.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Gratitude.
Whatever.
Still sound weird when you say it, but anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that could also play in terms of the point system. I'm not gonna say like, yo, somebody gave you their money because they like how you operate, and then such and such and such. That's just the I guess it would be a loophole, and you just have to tell the guest, like, if you're gonna give tips, you're only allowed to give this amount. So it's just like when you come in and when you order pizza and they ask how much you want to tip this person, 2%, 3%, 5%. You let them know that, hey, if you're gonna give them tips in money, it can't be more than $2.
You're tipping the whole restaurant.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so there's a minimum tip. So the minimum tip is like $10 so that everybody in the restaurant can get a piece of it.
So if it's something like that, then you know the money is going around equally. This person, yes, get his extra $1, but then the rest of them get divided into whatever. Because it's like when you make a purchase and you bring somebody else into your company, like, oh yeah, I just made a purchase. And how does it really work? It's like you have a quota, get 10 clients, and then you get 11 clients, and it's just like, above and beyond, you get extra points. So it's like, that's how I think the pay should also work. Like if this person is showing you gratitude and they give the $10 like required, one person will get like a quarter extra than the rest.
Commission.
Yeah, commission. That's it. Bro, look, you just simplify all that. But yeah. So I feel like it would have been like an easier way to like just remake Antigua, and then the cost of like living will go down because like these companies would have to pay a certain amount and everybody getting taxed still, right? But it will be easier because now prices for goods can go down and prices for living can also go down because they know how a person working on minimum wage is supposed to afford these foods and also afford rent. So in order for you to get these people into houses and then into homes and get them to spend money on your property or whatever to live there, you have to drop the prices. And if there's like a set price, and it can only get increased unless like you make renovations to the home or like enlarging the square footage of the rooms, that's the only how like price can increase. And so to prevent people from being greedy, like, oh yeah, boy, for some reason I'll go on a trip next week, let me just up everybody rent.
Carry up gas 1 week.
I feel like it would have been like a decent way to like restructure everything. It's like the people who are in it now, they keep doing what they're doing, but there's risk and penalties.
The thing is, I am not versed on economy,
Same.
so
This is all
I
like this
can't.
shit.
Yeah, I can't really say yes or no because I don't know how it would negatively affect anything. So, because I don't know the repercussions. You know what? Because I don't know the repercussions, I agree with you.
I think the repercussion is gonna be people saying it's not fair. Well, maybe you must be a lawyer and work for $15. And then you can be like, it works in Puerto Rico. But then people in Puerto Rico just homeless and retarded. And I'm not dissing a Puerto Rico person. This is a
Wow,
scenario.
because me wonder what make it.
Yeah, I'm just in the scenario the person dissing your country because they can, they're angry.
They Ricans bad no. They Ricans bad.
Because
Like as gangsters will be, we don't want to shoot up with the Ricans now. Them I will chop you up.
Because like look, a lot of doctors from like Puerto Rico, so they realize that they can only make so much in Puerto Rico. So what they do is they try to be really good at their job and then leave. And then when they get to another country with higher paying money and pays them like how they want to be paid, then yeah. But like honestly, the way how they can actually like say that a job is technically supposed to get more than another is they go set it up like, okay, everybody's making $15 across the whole board, right? The new doctors that come in, if a lot of people getting injured in the country or they have like a big health problem, then they'll be like, all right, the demand is on healthcare. So now they increase the pay in healthcare to get more people into healthcare. So everybody working for minimum wage, but because healthcare is a priority right now, that's why they're working for like $20 an hour.
So
then
more extra people, essential workers.
Yeah. So it's like more people can now try to get into the field of medical care and all kind of stuff so they can get that pay boost. So then we'll have like an influx of people learning the trade or the business of it.
The thing is,
and helping more people.
That's still not going to really like work because some people just don't have ambition still. Remember that. Mm-hmm. Like some people content with living in their parents' house, sitting down and just chilling. Like you, for instance, you like cars, right? You have no intentions of paying any bills. All you want to do is build up a little project car. Your project car sound low, your project car fast, and then the only time you're gonna look work is when your project car broke down because your parents still feed you.
Bro, Caribbean parents be doing the most, bro. Them mans feed you, they work and they buy food for the house. You're part of the house.
Until
and they
eat.
Feed you, you eat. You're not paying rent, to help make stuff easy in terms of paying bills and stuff. And all you're doing is just like saving money to spend on your cars, your clothes, party, and events.
Because it's completely different, bro. Like watching the people over here, they ready to leave their house at 17.
Like, they have this level of independence that, like, when I was growing up in Antigua, I didn't have or ever expected.
Like, yeah,
at the time.
Technically, I left my house at 17. That's when I left Antigua, right? But it just, wow, like, why did I do that to myself? Shut up, Antigua. Right now, whether they drive some nice little Type R. Wouldn't think both of teeth the Type R for the lot.
Yeah, Antigua we pulling in some cars, right? And listen to me, whoa, y'all cars so sick as hell. Like, how much for this? And they'd be like, yeah, I get this for this amount. I was like, word? Because my vehicle costs like twice that much, but y'all look way cooler than mine. So I'm like, bro, how do people regulate the pricing? Because like in Apple, right? When Apple sell their phones to any provider or in any country, they set a set price. So if it's $700 for a phone here, in UK, even though pounds is more, they're still selling it for $700. All right. So they're making big profits in the UK, selling it for the same price in Canada and whatever. Plus, there's still the whole conversion rate. So if I was supposed to go to the UK and I convert my money, it would be a lot more. But at the end of the day, I'm still paying the $700 for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering now, if we take that into cars, how does that even work? Because let's say I go and buy like an SUV for like 15,000, but then I go to Antigua and that money, it costs me not 30,000, maybe like a 20,000. it's still cheaper in Antigua, even though it's like how they make their money if they have to sell it cheaper elsewhere. I don't know if it's making sense asking the question, but
I feel like you're thinking about like you're thinking about like a branch, right? I don't think that these are branches in Antigua. I think that these are independent like businesses where the people they go, they get their own supply of things and what they resell.
okay.
Cause
So it's like they're buying it at bulk and then selling it to make their own profit, wherever.
probably because like you buy things at bulk it cheaper. So like I feel like that's really how it's working.
So if I go to
Cause
the manufacturer, right, and I say, all right, I want to buy 10 cars off you, and this man say, all right, that'll be $10, right? And then I take that $10, buy those 10 cars, and then I sell them for like, I don't know, $20 a piece, right? What if the other guy now in another country buy it from the same manufacturer and he buy 10 cars for $10 each? I know he's selling them for $30. Like,
he just a better salesman. He got a bigger profit.
true, bro. I don't like who really making money here, because the manufacturers seem like they're not getting as much as they could.
Remember they're the one who making it, right? They're the one making it. They're getting a lot of money for the things that they're making, and chances are like they're not spending too much of money to make it. Because like you have to think about their manufacture costs. So they can sell them to you for $10 and then be making it for $2.
I didn't even think of that. Actually. That makes sense.
Like bro, like these damn computer parts, right? That's going so crazy. Like they bro, I remember a man said like the at first I don't want to say nothing, you know what? I'm not going into the different terms, but like these different silicon and everything, like it's like $15, but then they end up selling you this CPU for $300. So yeah, they good. Remember, at the end of the day, you can't get this unless you buy it from them.
Bro, how good are you at making like purses or like sewing leather?
I have no experience.
Okay,
that don't mean anything. That don't mean anything though. I'm gonna buy me a sewing machine.
Nah, cause like I'm thinking about like looking into the craft of sewing leather. So like one of these days when I decide to retire, I'm just like, just buy some shit and just craft some stuff, like custom craft leather bags.
You know what broke my heart? When Uncle Kai died, right? Like he used to whittle some like wooden stuff and they looked really good. And then I asked him like if he could teach me how to do it, right? And he said, yeah, but I never followed up. And I really wish I did that now. I really wish I did that. Because I remember he used to sell these things up on Lion Hill. So when so when the white people and them passing going to look how I just talked the white people them they pass and go into Half Moon Bay and whatnot, they would pass. And then this is just a piece of wood now that guy sit down with a knife and he whittle away at it. And they paying $100 for this and that and that. That's a whole lot of money now. And it was really crazy. He used to give me some of these things and tell me go up on the hill, right, and sell them. But I had too much pride.
Right, I mean, because when mommy tell me up the road to sell mango, I was just like, sell mango.
I had way too much pride. I should have did it. And I should have learned how to do it. Because it just seemed like a nice little talent now.
Yeah, a little talent just have what you can do. Bro, it's I get what you mean.
There's this little girl in Antigua. I mean, I said little girl. She's probably like 19. She have like a Shopify store and she is making bank, bro. She is making bank. Like she about to put Sunseekers out of business in Antigua.
Bro, it's funny because I was actually looking into how to do online banking, like Dropbox. Not banking, that's the banking. Online selling of goods.
Yeah.
Like drop shipping and stuff. But a lot of people don't understand how much hours and money potentially go. Like it's not even just money. It's how much you have to do to provide traffic to your links or to your accounts or whatever.
Yeah.
So when people talking about, oh yeah, they made such and such a money, it's because they really set up the infrastructure and they literally paid to set up the infrastructure, but they don't tell you that. They make it seem like the infrastructure is just easily attained. Because if everybody is like, oh, this is a good way to make money from not doing hardly anything, let me get into it. No, it's saturated with a ton of people who are trying to do the same thing as you. No, you have to stand out. So you have to spend money to stand out. It's not easy. But like from Antigua,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But the girl, bro, like she make her own little slides and shit. She make like bags and like she make clothes, bro.
Oh, so she
make
makes
clothes.
them and
Yeah,
then
she make her
sell
own
them
clothes
on...
and she sell them. Yeah, and they're selling
Oh,
hot,
that's
bro.
sick.
And then remember, this is a US thing, so she's selling these like the slides in them for $80. And
That's
then, bro,
sick.
I watched her story, right, where she was like, I think she was like just posting like some receipts and $80, $80, $80,
See,
100,
why would she
120,
do
this
that?
and that and that. No, like it's just like I guess it was like motivating people, show them like, bro, like you can do anything no matter where you at. Cause bro, like a lot of people like they think because they're in Antigua that they can't do
Do shit,
anything.
yeah.
I'm like, bro, like this is the perfect time. Like there's so much, just a lot of things there. There's a lot of things there that they can do. Bro, like I have a little gem that I want to drop, but I can't drop on here because I can't give away the sauce. After after I start doing it, then that's when I can give away the secret.
Makes sense. I get you.
I
Nah,
just
but
gotta
like
get home.
I don't know if I told you this before, but like one of the things I want to do when I go home and if I can is to like buy like a welding machine and be able to just do like metal projects and repairs and stuff when I can. And also just like have a little shop where I can like do woodworking stuff and so like make tables out of wood and metal. And then also make like epoxy type tables, like use resin and so.
Mhm.
And I just stumbled across this whole thing. I could send you an Instagram later. But what it is this man is fusing wood and leather together to make epoxy design leather bags. But it's such a creative, ingenious way. I'm just like, bro, when I saw it, shit just start clicking in my brain, firing off. I'm just like, that's custom built, high quality.
And
Bro,
if it look good, you can definitely
you can
charge a
drop
big
a
ass
big
premium.
ass, exactly. And everybody like, why is it so expensive? I'm like, bro, I handmade this high quality thing.
You really
Put in
can't
the
get it anywhere
manpower.
else.
You can't get this shit anywhere else. And you just sit down there, practice this craft and make like 100 of them, and then use like 100 of the same kind. There's only a limited edition of this thing.
You know what's really,
bro?
really, really, really crazy, bro? Anybody with a little buzz, right? You just hit them up and say, "Yo, just strut around with this. Be a peacock." And people gonna look at it. People gonna try to figure out what it is. Just a little self promoting. Then boom, you got your business.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, bro. It's like, man, like people just need. I don't even want to say it's people's fault, but like, if they had a way to really map out and put together the ideas, a lot of people will be more productive and more successful in life. It's just that they don't know where to start or how to start and who, like the right questions to ask or who to turn to help bring their ideas to fruition. You know what I mean? Like
You
this
know,
girl like doing her thing, I bet she figured it out on her own, and she got like help from like one or two people who probably, I don't know a few things but just never implemented it themselves.
bro, if I didn't come to the US, I really don't know who I would have been. Because I opened my eyes and I learned a whole lot of different ways to make money and everything just coming over here. Like over here turn you into a hustler. When you see these little boys selling crack at like 8 years old and whatnot, it's because like this is what this environment does to you. This environment, like money is so important. You need to have money to live.
Yeah.
Like you can coast through life on the island without money, but over here you need money. If you don't have money, then it's just it's a rough
Yeah,
experience.
it's rough. It's hard. Like,
So
mm,
everybody learn how to make money at a young age. Some gonna be illegal, some gonna be legal. That's why these niggas they rapping since they 8 years old and whatnot.
bro. But that's the thing with rich people. Not rich people have so much money they can try and they can try to fail. They just can afford to do it. Like, oh, I have an idea. Let me just do this, and they do it to such a small scale that when it don't work out, it's like, oh, I just lost a bunch of money, man. But it's whatever. And if it does work out, they just upscale it because they have the resources and money to just like get it done.
Like I be watching like the investment like portfolio, right? And I'm like, bro, like I be watching some trades, right? I'm like,
Mm.
bro, if I trade $10 right now and I clear, yeah, I get like $24. But I'm like, bro, if I trade 800 and I clear, you know how much money that is, bro?
Yeah, but then it's the risk, dog. Like I know what
Yeah.
I mean because the other day I tried to buy like 28 stocks of this energy company, right? But I put it on a limit buy. So when the price dropped, because I was watching it for like at least 2 weeks, and what happened is it'll jump up and then drop down, jump up and then drop down, like a couple coins. So I was like, all right, there's a steady growth. And what I'm gonna do is because I seen a pattern, I'm gonna like put in my limit buy at like 38 and like 50 cents. Right. And it was at like 90 and fluctuating behind there, right? So I know it's probably gonna drop back down to like 80, 30, 38 and 20 cents. So I'm waiting, right? So I set my limit by to just wait there for about 90 days. I come back like 2 days later. Tell me why the stock is at $40. It didn't even drop down. It made a jump upward instead of down. I was like, bro, I could try to buy it for the 40, but I can't buy 20 something stocks for $40. That's too much. I just don't
You
have it.
know, you know what killed me, bro? So remember I had the AMC stocks, right? However
Mhm.
long ago. And I decided that, well, what happened is my account went into deficit. So because my account was low, right? I was like, oh man, let me sell these stocks. Because I don't remember what happened. I think I was trying to buy something, right? I was trying to buy something and I got it, but then the money came out of my account. So after the money came out the account, then I didn't have the money to pay I didn't have the money to pay my broker.
Mhm.
So when what I did is I sold my AMC stocks at a low, right? Because it was
Ooh.
dropping. So
You
I
never
sold it
sell
on
on
the
low.
low. No. It's like I needed to pay off this deficit because they were talking about like they're gonna close my account.
Mm.
So I didn't have any money at that point in time. Nigga unemployed. So I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? So I said, all right, let me sell these stocks, right? Because they were low and I didn't see the stocks picking back up. This was one of the stocks that they were shorting, right?
Mm.
And I dropped it. So I sold all of those stocks. And tell me why the stock, right? I sold it at like $16. Okay, so I bought it around $7, $8, and I sold it around $12. Tell me why the stock's at $50 now.
Bro. Don't even get me started because that shit happened to my Ethereum. When for some reason Elon Musk was playing around with people money and China decided to like just I don't know, just throw a wrench in everybody's bank account, right? My my value of my Ethereum was at like 11,000 after an investment to six. And one day at work, everyone's just like, bro, Ethereum drop. I'm just like, bro, that shit happens. It'll go back up. And he's like, nah, it's dropping. I go on, tell me why my 11 drop right down to 7. This is me, lad. So, so I run in
Hold
and
on.
then,
You said your Ethereum was at 11,000, right?
mm,
And I know when it dropped, it was around 3,500. So you had like 5 coins.
I had Bitcoins, dog, right? So I'm watching this thing and everyone's telling me it's dropping, dog. So I go in on and listen to me. Do I take out my money? Do I take out my money? Because at this point, I'll still, despite all the profit I could have had, I have no $1,000 profit for sure. Do I take it out or do I just wait the long wait, right? So the day done, Ethereum like is moving 24/7. And I get home and Carl's just like, I think you should take it out. So I take it out and it dropped down to like 2,000, right? I was like, okay, at least I didn't get a loss, right? So everyone must say something like, oh, it's climbing back up when I was at work, right? And because he probably watching it more than me, he probably seen a steady climb. So I decided, all right, I'm buying since it's going back up. So I bought in high at 3 something. As soon as I put money in it, that bitch dropped. And this is me, wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And I don't look at it since. I haven't looked at it since.
Nah, I bought in at the low, right? I bought in oh my god, I gotta sign in. You know, let me use my phone.
I wish I had bought back, like 2 something.
I bought back in the low, but I didn't even put too much money into it. Like right now, where is it? Right now, where is it? ETH, it's 2,300, almost 24.
Yeah, that's a good profit for you though. Like it will jump for sure. But in my head, I'm just like, I'm not gonna take it out because I already considered it like an expense.
You know what's crazy? You've been telling me buy ETH, right? Since that shit was like
800?
It was at 14, 8? No, I'm pretty sure it was at 14.
Okay, yeah,
when
yeah,
you told
probably.
me. Yeah, so like, and at that point in time, right? Like I was dabbling, but like I wasn't investing a lot of money because I didn't have the money to invest like that. But then after I watched, right? I watched that 14 turn into 18, then that 18 turned into 26. I was like, bro, that shit just grew so much in those couple of months, bro.
Bro, yeah,
like
you see, people were watching.
It spiked, bro. What like it just spiked. That shit went, bro. Remember Bitcoin went up to like 64,000, bro.
Bro, that everybody was watching the wrong thing because they were watching how Bitcoin was making such leaps, but Ethereum was the second one behind it, right? So in my mind, Ethereum, because it's such a low value, if it moved the same amount as Bitcoin, we would make a bigger profit than the people. It's like putting in $100 and it went up by 1%. That's nothing. But then if you put in the $100 in Ethereum and it went up by 1%, you're making bare money, right? So I'm like, yo, people not really seeing the fact that Ethereum was gonna try to catch up with Bitcoin in the future, because everybody's gonna be like, I can't buy in as much as I would in Bitcoin, but Ethereum have more of a chance and an opportunity, and that's why Ethereum was growing.
You see what they're doing now with the Ethereum 2, where you can stake your Ethereum and like it goes up. So like you can stake your Ethereum for 2 years, meaning you can't sell it or nothing for the 2 years. And I'm contemplating on if I should do this, but like it's not climbing healthily, bro. Like the growth that I saw last year and the growth that I'm seeing now, it is completely different.
It really is. And I think it's the government is to blame because they really don't want nobody to get money.
That's facts.
It's China. They're trying to like, all right, I see money in this kind of cryptocurrency. Let's separate ourselves from them now and make it into our own thing. Let all money circulate in our government. You know what I mean?
Because yeah, since they did what they're doing, bro, like everything really got slashed. Heavy. Niggas got money. Got a lot of money.
Bro, in my head now, this is me. Man, I could just pay for that Jeep. I did out to nowhere. Gone. I should have took my profits when it was still high. And that's what they always say. Like once you set like a limit of profits that you want to sell, take your profits.
Yeah, you just sitting down there. You just sitting down there on the money and just watching it grow. Like you need to know when to
yeah. I got greedy. That's what happened.
I'm slowly learning all of this, bro. Like you need to know when to cut. You need to realize like at this point I already doubled my money. Yes, there's a chance that I could triple my money, but me waiting to triple my money can make me lose all of my profits.
Yes.
So like I already doubled up, just cut with it and then go.
That's the dog.
Like just wait until that shit drop, then you go buy again.
Nah, but life is like a lesson, dog. You live and learn.
Yeah.
So I can't even complain too much, but man.
I saw that crash. I was like, okay. Cause I be watching it go down, right? By like 500, right? I was like, oh, this is the dip that I want to buy in. So dropping the money there, and then it's like it dropped down.
It dropped some more, yeah.
I was like, bitch. I remember one time, right? Looking at it, bro. It was 3 months ago, right? It was 3 months ago. Ethereum hits a high of $1,800, and Bitcoin hits a high of like 36, right? Thousand. And right now Bitcoin is at 35. The Ethereum is at 2,400. Like it was, yo. I remember playing Fortnite and I had some money. I was like, yo, should I go buy the ETH now? That's at 18. Like I know it just hits a high, but should I buy it now? I should have bought it then.
Nah, I try to what I'm doing now is I'm saving up money, and then every month I try to buy like a set of stocks because the other day, I put my stocks into Yahoo Finance and just to see like this is what I bought and this is how much stocks I have so I can monitor it. But I went on my trading app. I realized I had more money in my trading app than it was showing me on Yahoo. And I realized that on Yahoo it doesn't account for the dividend returns that I get. So because of that factor, it's showing me less than I actually have. And then I realized, whoa, some of these dividends that I'm getting back quarterly, they're actually doing real nice. Because on one of the banks that I have, they give me back at least a month, right? And I have like 21 stocks in it. And this is
Bro,
me.
I don't have any stock that gives dividend monthly. I get dividends like 3 to 4 months. It's like every
Also,
three or
you
four
buy
months. Yeah. I'm looking for monthly dividends, but I can't find anything. Y'all Canadian things that they just giving away money.
no, check the energy companies and check the banks because either is they give back monthly or quarterly.
I saw this little energy company that was building up, right? So I say I'm gonna watch this, right? Because I ain't had no money, and I was looking at it. I said I'm gonna watch this, and I watched this company stocks moved from $23. Couple of months that shit went to 34. Right now it's at 78. I'm like, I would have been making money. They giving dividends. They said they were going to like give dividends too. Like it was one of these like little dividend stocks. Yo, I don't remember how like what I really saw in it. I think I learned about it from Minority Mindset. Yeah, well you see him, Jaspreet Singh. It's always the Indian man of them. No, them I know for make money.
Bro, if you think about it, right? If your money, bro, I really believe in dividends at this point.
I do.
Yeah, because like your money's there increasing in value and you're also getting paid for your money just sitting down in their accounts.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, bro, if I can I'm trying to get my dividends up some more. So at least it cancel out my subscriptions, my monthly subscriptions. Because then after that, like if I'm spending like $10 for Spotify and $11 for or $12 for like Crunchyroll and whatever like that, right? And I get dividends to cover those things. Any other dividends that I have, I'm literally not losing money now. I'm just gaining. You know what I mean? And all the dividends that I get, I just keep putting it back in.
You getting some heavy dividends then.
Yeah.
But I rate it. I rate it. I rate it.
Because at first, I was just like I was just buying certain stocks and I was getting back like $5 and 2 cents and 1 cent and $1 here and there. And I'm just like, bro, I already spent like a ton of money into these stocks and they give me back such a little returns. And then Carl was showing me like a little thing. And I was just like, that makes sense. And he said, instead of just buying them small, look for the ones that give back a lot of dividends, either quarterly or monthly, and save the money and then buy them in higher bulks. So I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah. Because then if you do the conversion rates of this is how much a stock is worth times whatever stocks you have, you'll know how much they give you monthly. And I'm just like, when I saw if like I throw in like $1,000 on like 20 stocks or something, I could get back more than $10. I'm just like, it's worth it because now I'm seeing more of a return each month.
Yeah, so, I know my stocks that give like high dividends, but I don't really have any money to go put into it. Like in order for me to actually put in some money, I have to take money out of another investment to go and because like my savings is shit, bro. I am actually drowning. Like I am currently drowning. Like I'm behind with my expenses, so I gotta change up something in my life.
Yeah, I had to kind of do the same thing. I was thinking, because I had to take like some time to go over certain things. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, my money going somewhere, but I'm not too sure where it's going. It's like I'm keeping track of some of the bills, but I'm just like, there's somewhere else the money going. You know?
Felt.
Yeah. But just wait until the other job comes through, man.
And another thing, bro. I be watching money leave the account, right? And I was like, what did I just pay? Like I'm looking through the transactions, right? I was like, what?
I know.
Differently, dog. When I used to sit down, my belly would fall over because I'm fat. Now fold in the dog. You feel sexy, you know.
Only go fall there for me now. But it's not as big as it was.
Like I've been working on my posture too. Like I pull up the car seat so that I don't slouch. But then since I can't like slouch, I started leaning forward. Like I found another way to like just mess up my posture. But I feel like I'd rather lean forward than lean back the way that I was hurting my lower back.
Bro, before I leave, right? I forgot something else that happened this week. I almost lost my belly. I was working with a grinder on Monday, right? And it wasn't the grinder with the cutting blade or the grinding blade or whatever. It had like a wire brush on it because I was cleaning off some parts. And tell me why the grinder just disassociate itself with my hand and just decide, well, I'm out. And that grinder left my hand.
You mean how grinding in your hand?
I don't care what you're saying. That grinder left my hand, right? And just ricocheted right off of the material and hit me on my stomach, right? And because it's moving, the wires twist up the shirt and scratch up my belly, right? This is skin. I really start tearing into it. So I see the thing spinning up on my shirt and I'm trying to grab it, but it's just spinning. And I'm like, then it fell off my shirt and fell on the ground and just started wilding out. And I had to go and plug it out. And I'm looking at my gut and I'm just like, bro, you want to see my whole belly bruise up? And this is me. Man, that could have been so much worse. Because what if I had the other grinding disc on? I would have lost I'd have a big ass hole in my stomach and I'd literally have to be picking my guts off the ground.
That's fat loss, nigga.
You're right. Yeah, so thank you guys for listening to today's different setup. Everyone was here, then John was there, you know? And
really
I was always here.
Really what it is, I'm beefing with everyone, so like we can't be on Zoom together because I might shoot this nigga.
Digitally.
Know what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. He gangbanging over here. Everyone, he repping what he repping, you know? And I got that murder gang on me. Yeah, bless, man. And yeah, thanks for listening. And keep up with the feedback. Appreciate y'all.
Darling, please stop driving me crazy. Oh no.